audio.
What's
That was
up?
deep.
That
That was
was
a
deep.
fucking crazy.
Oh, dude,
Man, well, we setting up the audio, man. Deep
we've got some
conversations.
stories for real.
Hold on, 5, 4, 3, 2. There goes the video. We back. Jeez, man.
Hello.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this McDonald's Wi-Fi, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I don't. It's not the Wi-Fi because we get Wi-Fi
Yeah, we
signal.
got good
Cool.
one.
Um,
Are you on it? Cause I'm trying to be on it. What's going on?
I'm
It's all
on it.
right. We'll
No,
talk
it's
about
It's
cool.
it.
it's on. Just click that.
Maybe I gotta
No, it's on.
refresh my stuff.
Yeah.
It's on.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we on. Nobody in here. He said, "Yeah, yeah." That's what I'm talking about. So we in, man. We tried to be in at 8:30.
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
try to get in, but for some reason, this is. I thought we had it solved
Third
last
time.
time,
Yeah, it was
right?
third time.
Yeah, last time I thought we had it. I thought we had it solved, but apparently not. And it's something wrong with the program. I might have to uninstall OBS and reinstall it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just
So
technical difficulties, but we're here.
Updates and shit.
yeah, all the updates. I just did the updates. That might be a problem. Is
Yeah.
because I just did the update for OBS.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe I have to take that update off. I don't know. Anybody knows anything about this shit,
Yeah.
technical shit?
You know what?
Let me
Shout out
know.
you for being in charge of all the technical side
Yeah.
of this.
Well, I ain't gonna do it. No one else is gonna
No,
do
I
it.
don't know
And I'm
nothing
just
about
a
that.
dumb motherfucker from the
Man.
hood, man. I
Yeah.
don't really know shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's like the part the technical side is the side that I absolutely despise the most about my podcast, my
yeah,
personal podcast, because I can't
Who
stand
does
it.
that? You or
Me, I do it all, dude. Editing the clips, all this shit. That's like the worst part. I like to just get on here and talk, and
I like the editing. I
don't
like
like
the
it.
shit. I don't like the technical part. I like it if I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But if I don't know what I'm doing, like if I come to a part where I'm stuck and then I have to go to YouTube University, like I hate sitting there watching motherfuckers because nobody has the right they don't have the right issues
Hmm.
to explain, right? And so I have to figure it out, like kind of like take
Troubleshoot.
hints, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
troubleshoot, take little hints from what one YouTuber says to another, and then figure that shit out. But
Man, that's
anyways,
crazy.
we back. We Monday. We here Monday,
Yeah, it's a
man.
Monday, dude. That's kind of, you know what I mean?
With a time change too. So technically right now it'd be 9:59. It'd be 10 o'clock. That's
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
And none of you guys feel tired.
No,
Nah,
not at
dude.
all. Yeah.
Oh.
I got a full night's rest because shit. I slept to my normal time, and I got an extra hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had to get up early to take my dog out to go poop.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no, I didn't do that this morning, actually. No, he chilled.
okay.
I
I
get
don't know
up
why
early.
I'm so tired. Maybe it's the kids.
I get up early. I get at 5:30.
How long are your jogs?
2.5 miles.
Oh, good shit. Good for you.
See, I
You
can't
feeling
get
good?
up at 5:30. I I go to sleep at like 1, 2,
Yeah.
and then I get up at
Yeah.
6.
Do you only need like 4 hours of sleep?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I feel like Marco's like that too. He'll be up at like 4 and he's cool.
Mhm.
And I'm like, we went to sleep at like 11.
Yeah.
How are you up right now? But women, naturally, our hormonal cycle, we need a lot of sleep compared
Just
to you guys.
lazy. Women just lazy.
Go hard
Shut
45. Cheers.
Dang.
Right on.
Joe Bob 2.0 over here.
Nobody said who are the features on BFD's album.
Oh, I'm gonna announce him. I'm gonna announce him. You gonna see?
You ain't trying to announce them now?
No.
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 Just no. Just no. We'll talk about that later.
The build
Yeah.
up, the
But
anticipation.
no, King Buster's, man, that's a dope ass album. I have it. If y'all want it, $10.99 right now. I'll send it to you. It's not the
Yeah.
mastered version,
Man, but
but
I'm
you
gonna
can
be
get it.
giving it out for free, so I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If
But
you-
I'll get it to you early for $10.99.
Getting the hustle
So
on.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
no, it's a dope album. It's gonna be, man. I think it's the best project you've done so far,
I think so
right?
too.
And it's definitely diverse. Man, the lyrics is hidden.
It's way more like low key mainstream type shit.
Right. That one song that's my favorite. I don't know if you're gonna tell Casamigo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit is hard. That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
I was bumping that shit even when it was just you on it.
Like 6, 7 months ago, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long it's
And
been in the making?
Yep. So I actually did it as a feature for Millie's
Right.
through Nano. Nano was gonna hook that up for my Nor project.
Right.
Yeah. And then he was like, nah. I was like, oh, okay. I got a
Yeah.
little emo on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did a little high tech shit on it. Yeah.
But the way that you're rolling out the promotion is dope,
Mm-hmm.
right? The way you're going back to your old shit and explaining all your videos
Yeah.
and what they mean and how they come about, and then how you describe the meaning of King Buster,
Right.
right? You know what I mean? So
So
it's
Wait, I didn't hear the way you described the meaning.
so first, real quick, uh for me, like all this stuff is not really about money or about clout or none of that. Right? Like I'm a homeboy first and foremost. I
right,
sacrificed my whole life for this. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is really to push a message. You know what I'm saying? That's what everything I do. Like anybody that knows me, like I'm always trying to, you know what I'm saying, really, and I lost track of that for a while, you know what I'm saying, with the drinking, with getting out of shape, with all that stuff. And now I'm trying to refocus and really just get be the example, you
yeah,
know what I'm
you looking
saying?
slimmer
I
too.
love that.
Right. Appreciate that. So so that's with the music too, right? Like it's all this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So uh the King Buster is like I don't believe in kings, I don't believe in none of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe in egalitarian society somewhat, you know what I'm saying? There obviously should be some hierarchy where
Mm-hmm.
people should be keeping everybody guided on
Yeah, like
track,
check and
right?
balances.
But not just
Right.
one motherfucker
Not one
controlling
motherfucker at
everybody.
all,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you know me, you know that's what it is. But at the same time, everybody got what they doing. And with me, I feel like in this kind of industry, in what we do, right, you have to have somebody who steps up and says, all right, this is we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this, right? I'm put this dude in this position, put this dude in this position. The goal is to win, right? The
Right.
goal is to win, right? And so in that sense, I feel like everybody has their people that they work, you know what I'm saying, that they work for. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how I see myself as being a king. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm from SAC. You know what I'm saying?
Sacramento Kings.
Right. We all kings, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the Buster, right, is I never really looked at if it's anything with the negative connotation. If you call me a fucking screamer, you fucking scream, homie.
A
Right? If you're
scream,
right,
yeah.
if you're fucking
like,
table,
like
homie, right? Like I'm gonna take that as disrespect, right?
it's
Like
how
what the
you it's
fuck
how
what
you
you
say
mean
it.
I'm a table,
Right.
right?
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right. With Buster, you know what I'm saying? It never really seemed like it was like because I know where it comes from. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? The term Buster now it means like you switched up, you did some right, you fucked up, you that
Right.
type shit, right? That's the kind of what's applied to it, right? But its initial meaning means that it came from the term sod buster. Like they were like we were busting open bags of sod because
Right.
we were fucking farmers or whatever, right? Supposedly, you know what I'm saying? But we don't we don't really we're not anti that. Like we support a Welga bird. We're fucking we're
Right.
like proud farmeros, you know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I'm a
Right.
buster. Yeah, I'm a fucking side buster. Whatever. You know what I'm so what? You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Right.
using that to promote your album was very Kanye of you.
Yeah. Well.
I fuck with that. It's a little no, because it's a little reverse psychology.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, hold up, let me use this and let me utilize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Smart.
I just feel like for the most part in a Chicano sphere of social media of uh like homies get a bad rap, right?
Right.
So they'd be like, even Mozzie was like, oh, homies is cool on the street, but in the pen they weird, right?
Right.
And and like they always see us because because of the good things we do, they try to use it against us as bad things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing motherfuckers can't say about us is we pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There'll be a tiny little group of us and we'll fight a giant group. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like we ain't ever been really like it, we're I don't want to go too deep in it, but
Right. But
I just think that we should be proud. Like Like we should be proud of that shit.
Well,
You
it's
know what
just
I'm
like the art of war, right? When you back somebody into a corner
saying?
and they have no other choice but to fight, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They gonna come. That more than likely that's gonna allow them to come out victorious
Yeah.
because they're gonna use everything in their power to
Yeah.
survive. It's fight or flight,
Yeah.
right? So that's the same kind of concept. Nobody said when are we gonna get a lane 3, or are we gonna get a lane 3?
Hell yeah. Yep. And you're
Lane
gonna
3.
be surprised what it's about. So with the first lane, I ain't gonna break it down on here. You know what I'm saying? But you guys know what it's about. If you want to go to my Instagram, you can go to my Instagram and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Lane 2, you know what that was about. Lane 3 is gonna be about something different. You know what I'm saying? I love the lane thing. It's just something that I do that you know what I mean? I love doing that type of shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So this is like your little series,
The lane?
the
Yeah.
lane. It's your
Oh,
series,
yeah, it's just
right?
an educational fucking little thing. You know what I mean? I talk about real shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Without getting too deep.
And we say Lil. And I remember on that podcast they said don't say Lil because everything you do is big,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right?
I
So
love that
It's
idea,
hard.
but
It's hard to get
I
out of
like
that
that.
mind
yeah.
frame.
I like that too. But it's true though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, cause motherfucker, we doing shit big. Fuck the
Yeah.
little shit.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's the humility. We're very
right?
humble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the humble shit. You know, it always supersedes because them motherfuckers are like, oh, that motherfucker think he's all that and shit.
Yeah. A dude asked me, do I ever do the Sir Dino laugh? No. Yeah. No, but I laugh in all my shit now, huh?
Right.
Right. I'll be laughing in all my music now. I don't know where that came, but it's not like a choreographed laugh. It's like
Genuine.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
genuine laugh. Yeah.
Like that when you did it in the removal.
Yeah.
Like that shit was, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
I remember somebody pointed out, like, you know what I mean, when you were talking about
Yeah.
it.
He was like, you don't have to do this if you don't. That was
Yeah,
real. And
you're
I was
like,
like, well, like,
yeah,
yeah.
like if you guys haven't heard the removal, man, go check
That's
that
fine.
out because that's one of my favorites.
The other day, my oldest daughter, she came running in the house. She's like, "Mom, guess what I just heard?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "I was taking the dog out to go poop, and a girl was mobbing down our block, listening to Fat Norteño. Isn't that Fat's song?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Tell him." I was like, "Okay, I'll tell him the next time I see him."
Yeah.
That was cool. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Shoot, okay, in the hood."
Yeah, man. So yeah, but King Buster is man, I can't wait for motherfuckers to hear it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope.
And one thing I think it's not super banged out.
You would
It
think it
shows like
would
other
be.
sides, like other layers to you.
It's probably about 5 relationship songs.
Oh, we love relationship songs. I
Oh
was
yeah.
just telling Blanco that today
Yeah.
because he previewed like a clip of his music, and I was like, yes, we need the ride or die music
Yeah, shout
or
out to
sad
Blanco.
or sad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
man, he got some crazy shit coming.
Right.
My boy got out the pen stomping, bro.
Right.
For real.
That
Mhm.
motherfucker is he's man, he's one of them dudes that just nonstop work and hustle.
Yeah.
That motherfucker he got a
You
mind.
see his new whip?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
He in a
He's super
spaceship.
good.
Yeah.
And his
Right.
family's super solid. I really
Yeah,
like
his
his
girl
wife.
was going to
I
visit him
really like his wife.
every weekend, bro. He
Right.
had a baby in there. Man, I known
Mhm.
that fool for hell long. That was Crow Selly. He used to bathe and feed Crow, and Crow couldn't
Right.
do it for himself. Like
Dang.
Lil E.
That's
That his
solid.
name is Lil E, but we call him Blanco now in this music shit. And fucking, he's one of the most solid motherfuckers I ever met in my
Wow.
life on my mom.
The real definition of carnalismo right
Yeah.
there, man. You
Mhm.
actually taking care of your brother, man. You
Yeah.
actually feeding them and taking care of them and
Yeah.
doing whatever you have to do for somebody that can't do for themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
fucking
so
crazy.
noble.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
he's good people.
what it's all about though,
Yeah.
right? That's what it's all about, looking out for each other and shit. So I mean, you wouldn't think that with all the fucking degenerate motherfuckers
Right.
talking all sorts of weird
Right.
shit, saying, oh, they're selfish and they for themselves. There's man, they only do that because they couldn't
They
hang.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fucked up. And when you fuck up, then you
Yeah.
try to blame other people for your fuck ups.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was really like they said it was, they said it is, then yeah, you think people will stick around for that?
Yeah. No.
Hell no.
No.
I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But it's deeper than that. And yeah, we're not going to get too much into that. But
Yeah.
nobody says that Cinco BFD cautious song slap.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
And Johnny said, much respect from the Samoan community, Australia,
Oh yeah, shout out
Oh
my
New
Usos.
wow, that
Zealand.
is so
Shout out
cool.
my Usos for
Y-
sure. You know we love the
Yeah, man.
Usos.
Johnny always on here showing love, man. Appreciate you, Johnny. Nobody's always in here. Mike, he said, that bro, that Larry June flow track, definitely up there, bro, for
Thank you,
real.
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Larry
you.
June
Yeah,
flow.
but yeah, I'm excited, bro. I can't wait till the 14th. Also on the 14th, TYS is dropping his stuff. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Make sure all that money goes to his family. Make sure you drop in the same day I'm dropping. Ain't no competition. That's my brother. I know somebody tried to put it on that day just to make competition with me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we not doing that. I love that. I love him and his family. And man, I hope I hope they can't get $1 million fucking $1 trillion out there. Shit, I swear to God.
Yeah. And I hope it goes to the family.
All right, I hope it goes.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely watch that. Watch that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you check all your numbers,
Yep.
audit your shit.
Audit,
Everybody should
audit,
do that
audit.
anyway.
Yep, for
No
sure.
matter where you're going through, you should always audit your numbers and make sure everything's what it is,
Yep.
right? Because it doesn't matter where you get your shit distributed. Someone else is in control of the numbers.
Yep. Long live my little brother TYS, man. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
That's just gonna be dope though.
Yeah. So, bro, you see that shit? Three Eye Atlas shit. What are you thinking about that?
Man,
So,
I hope it's aliens, bro. I
you
hope it.
hope it's aliens?
Yeah. Like yeah.
Like to meet one?
Nah, just to fit, just to let's just okay, now there's no more
I feel
question
like
of if.
What do you mean?
there's no way that we are not the only species
Right. I
in the
know that.
galaxies.
Right. But
I
there are people who are like, and they're probably here.
yeah, I there's no yeah. See, this is real Alex Jones of me, but they are for sure among us.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There's a few politicians I'm a little skeptical about. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be cool. Maybe it'll be that eye opener for like the masses that live in that state of like denial.
Yeah.
Right.
I just hope that it's not like threatening or like Book of Revelations
Well,
is coming
so
true or
there's a
something.
my bad. I
Why?
didn't mean to cut you
Aren't you
off.
Christian?
Yeah, but
Don't you want the book of Revelation? That means you
I
get to meet
mean, I
Jesus,
would
right?
yes, it means I get to meet Jesus, but I would also like to like live to see my grandchildren.
Okay.
You know, selfishly, a part of me is like I would love to see the fruits of my labor and my lineage grow and
Yeah.
experience like
Yeah, but they're gonna be with you, so
in
it's all
heaven. Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
they're innocent. They're innocent
That's true.
children. They
But
can come
look,
with you.
here's the thing though. A lot of people they have to see it to believe it,
Mhm.
right? I'm
Yeah.
one of them people, like
Yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah, me too.
Like
Yeah.
like I believe in spirituality, but not ghosts. I have to see that motherfucker to believe it. I want to interact with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to talk shit to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck, arm wrestle a motherfucker. I don't give a shit, but I I got to see it to believe it. And a lot of people are like that. We ain't seen no shit. Everybody's heard about it. Everybody has an idea,
Yeah.
but most people, they got to see it to believe it. So if it is, then we're gonna find out, right? But still, there's doubt, right? It could be an alien ship, it could be a comet, but as far as they know, like this universe, we don't know shit about this.
Hmm.
We don't even know shit about our own galaxy, let
Right.
alone the whole
Or the
fucking
ocean.
or the ocean, let
Yes.
alone the interstellar galaxies, right?
Yeah.
Or the interstellar universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's acting weird. It's acting like something it shouldn't, but with who knows what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
If it is a ship, all right, the probability they said is like up to 45% that it can be something.
It's that high?
Yeah, it's that high. All right, last I checked, right, there was like 45% that it
Because it
could
was
be
it was going
something
towards
deliberate,
every planet, right?
right? And the way that it maneuvered when it hit the sun, it kind of like it shot the trajectory like what they say, something like 0.000 something, but it's enough to be like, hold on, that wasn't on purpose because what it should have done was follow the same
Oh, it was
trajectory.
on purpose.
Right.
It was on purpose,
Or
right?
it wasn't like
Yeah.
somebody made it do it. Like, you know what
Or
I
like
mean?
the gravitational pull of like the other
Right. Well,
should be affecting it.
right, the
And it's
gravitational pull of like the sun,
yeah.
right? It should have went on a different trajectory than it did, so something purposely made it
Mhm.
move.
Mhm.
Right? So that's what they're saying. Now, do we know enough about space to understand how all the dynamics of it and how things work?
Yeah.
No.
No.
All they're doing is they're taking everything that we do know from here on Earth and dealing with gravity and what we know from history and all this other shit to come up with a hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
And so who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've always felt like the
Vance ain't trying to
Avengers.
clap some ghost cheeks. Nah, bro, I ain't with that party, man.
Hey, but speaking of ghosts, it's
Mhm.
really just energy. Like
Yeah.
they communicate telepathically.
Yep.
Right.
Like that encounter that I had, I was trying to explain to my daughter the way it was communicating with me, and it wasn't something I could physically see, but I knew it was there because it was energy.
Yeah.
And I think the same with God. I think God is the ultimate energy. He's light energy. And have you heard people's near death experiences
Yeah.
when they describe God?
Yeah.
Every single one of them describe God in the same way. Energy. But like immense love. Like the way they describe the presence of God when they've died is like the most purest love you'll ever experience ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of what I seen when I was off shrooms.
Yeah.
Right. It was like energy. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
When you're
when
just
I was off
interdimensional.
shrooms, I don't do shrooms, but I take a whole eighth, and I just felt energy, and I from my understanding, I experienced what it would be like. I experienced death, right? What it would be
Mhm.
like to die. That's how I felt. But I
Mhm.
was like, man, this shit's dope, and it
Yeah.
wasn't nothing like there wasn't anything physical. It was all spiritual. But
Yeah.
it could have just been in my head and I'm tripping, right? But that's
Mhm.
just what I seen, and it was similar to what
Mhm.
people experience when they have near death experience.
Yeah.
Which who knows, right? We'll know when we actually die.
Yeah, I've always wondered if like psychedelics or like even people with schizophrenia, maybe they're just accessing another dimension. Like maybe whatever chemical compound is in the fungi is what allows that part of your brain to expand and actually receive information from other dimensions.
Like when people are talking to themselves, they're really talking to somebody that's
Mhm.
theirs. Only we can't see them, but they're
Mhm.
the only ones that can see them.
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah,
about
like
that.
what if people who are schizophrenic really just have access to other dimensions and these voices that they're hearing and things that they're seeing are interdimensional beings
My brother's
because they can be
schizophrenic.
on every realm.
My brother's schizophrenic. He ain't enlightened.
Really?
Yeah, no, he ain't enlightened. I
Dang.
love him. But yeah, no, hell no.
But
But what does his episodes look like if you don't mind me asking?
uh, so he has a couple. Sometimes it'll just flash on you. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah,
trip out. Sometimes he'll uh talk to people that ain't there. You know what I'm
what if
saying?
they really are there and you just can't see them?
I
Yeah.
remember I was sitting in Kaiser, right? And there was this girl.
Ain't there.
There was this there was this woman, right? And
Yeah.
she was sitting there and she was like kind of looking at me all spooked and shit. And I was like, man, what's up with this girl? She's a little weird, right? And then I started hearing her talking to things that weren't there. And she was just like, I'm not going to tell them that because they're not going to understand me. No, because they don't see you. They don't see you. I'm not going to say that. And she was like talking to herself, right? And then she looks at me. She's like, I'm schizophrenic. And then she just proceeded to keep like
This dude on here.
talking to these things.
Yeah. This dude on here says, "Bro, I met this hyena was schizophrenic all the other day off Tinder. She thought some dude was living inside her couch, right? So
That's dope.
so when I was in county jail, right? In county we low key sell up with other races, right?
Right.
Had this white dude who's my cellie, right? He was dirty. And me and the homie put him in the shower, right? We made sure he took a shower, right? And after that he kind of was like, when I first went in, he had like newspapers all over the floor,
Hmm.
right? They was all over the floor. Right? I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? I just came out the hole. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I had to pick all that shit up. He had like open orange like on the fucking table, like he was just like a dirty dude, right?
Right.
So I was like, oh, he probably like some homeless white dude, but he wasn't really homeless. Right? He didn't really look homeless. Like he had a fresh haircut. Like he was like a regular white dude, right?
Right.
Seemed regular. So I was like, hey homie, hey, let's chop it up with him, right? Real quick. See what time he's on, right? And he's like, oh, I ain't even been out of the cell since I came here from the eighth floor, right? So I was like, oh yeah, you got to get in that shower, homie. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you gotta take a shower, homie. You can't sit in here all gross. That's fucking crazy, right?
Right.
Go take a shower. If you're gonna live in a cell, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take a shower. We gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, man, I don't really feel like taking a shower. I don't got no soap. All they see is finding these excuses. I was like, man, they give you soap. You got to get in the shower, homie. We gonna throw you in the shower, homie. Really, that's what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we ended up throwing him in the shower, right? Me and homie, a dude who's no good no more. Do that fool in the shower, right? He accepted it, right? Whatever.
Right.
He's just a square, right?
Right.
Goes and takes a shower. All right. You want to get down? What do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Let's get
Right.
down or get on your butt. Let's
Right.
fucking right, whatever. Let's live our life. I'm not gonna be in here long. I'm gonna go self with the homie anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. Whatever with this dude. So he starts telling me about what he's in jail for, right? I already seen his paperwork, and I know it was basically he was squatting. He was
Mhm.
squatting in his house, right? And they had him like he broke into his home and fucking he caused X amount of destruction and trespassing and all this stuff. He was squatting, right? And but they can't arrest you like you got squatters' rights, right?
Right.
There's little stuff, so they couldn't arrest him or whatever. So he's like, I tell him when I'm in prison for murder robbery. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, damn, why would they put? He's like, you know my mom. I was like, no, I don't think so. Like, who's your mom? He starts going on this thing how his mom had me cut. Did his mom had me come in here to be his cellie so that I could right? And he just goes on this fuck. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker's a J cat. I'm about to get this motherfucker out of there, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna be in a cell with no J cat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I was like talking to him, rolling up toilet paper, right, to put over the fucking the speaker so I could just beat his ass real quick, right? Get him out of the cell. He's like tripping out, catting out, right? He's on the top bunk. We're having this conversation. I'm like, damn, I feel bad, but I don't want to be in a cell with a J cat because if I go to sleep,
Yeah, you just
Right.
right?
never know.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? To do. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling me this whole fucking story in his head that made perfect sense to him about how his mom is this super high powered real estate agent in Sacramento, California, or whatever, right? And how she has influence with the sheriff's department, and she probably had the sheriff so that she could help, that I could help him get his life on track, like on some scared straight. I was like, oh, this
That might have been. How do you know? How do you know the sheriff didn't put you there on purpose
yeah.
to whoop
Well,
his ass to
I
scare him
know
straight?
that schizophrenia has this type of effect on people where they
Yeah.
become
No, I get
delusional.
it.
I see my brother really be delusional. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
saying? About shit that he said I did, he said my family did, and we don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right. No, I seen that.
It reminds me of that. Have you guys seen that Instagram video of that old man that and it's a security guard and it's this like black old man and the security guard's like, here this motherfucker goes. If he acts up today, I'm gonna spray him, I'm gonna
Yeah.
spray him. And the guy's like, hey, I got into it with you last week. And like, hey, I'm cool with you, brother. Like da da da. And then the guy's talking to him all cool. And so the security guard's like, all right, he's being cool today. He's being cool today. And he goes up to him and then whop, just fucking hits the security
Yeah,
guard.
getting his run backs.
Damn.
Yeah, he's running it back real
You
quick.
would have never thought as cool
Yeah,
as he was talking to
yeah.
dude.
That was
And
the okey doke.
I think that's probably like an example of like the homie was off his rockers a little
Yeah.
bit, you know?
There's also an example on I think it was TikTok. I seen dude was talking to himself on the street and he's all dirty, he's a bum, he's talking to
Mhm.
himself, and then the guy
Yeah.
was like, hey, how's it going? He goes, hey man, you have a cigarette? All normal? He goes, nah man, I ain't got one. He goes, oh okay, ask your buddy. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, hey man, you're normal? He goes, well yeah, I'm normal. Yeah, walks off and starts talking to himself again. I'm like, damn. So do do they motherfuckers just do it on purpose? Is it something just to for show or
Yeah.
some you're just bored and you talk to yourself like
You know what scares me is the people that are in like a drug induced psychosis and
Mhm.
do wild shit like that that homeless person that just went up to a mom and her kids and like the grocery go what she was grocery shopping and he just like stabbed her 3-year-old.
oh
Yeah.
shit.
Like I feel like when I'm out with the kids I'm super hyper vigilant of people unfortunately when they're on drugs because I don't know if they've done enough to put themselves in a psychosis like that. You just never freaking know.
It's real.
Well yeah,
That shit's real.
they had what was that? There was some dude that was uh he was he had a brain tumor and the brain tumor was like clouding his judgment and he ended up killing his wife and shit, right? And he didn't get convicted because it was a brain tumor pressing on the side of his brain that controls reason.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he went to court and
Oh
everything
man.
and it they didn't convict him because it was because of the tumor. Once they
Yeah.
took the tumor out, he was normal again, and he actually realized what he
He
did.
was an old
That's
black dude, New Folsom,
yeah.
and he had this celly who was a J cat, another black dude, and he told the police, I can't be in the cell with this dude, right? We don't do that, but they could do that, right? And
Mhm.
he tells I can't be in the cell with this dude. This dude's crazy. He needs help. He needs to go to a crazy yard. He crazy, right? Like
Right.
for real crazy. They're like, you're fine. You're fine. You're gonna be okay, right? A couple days later, this dude pours boiling water on his fool's face, pops his fucking eye. The boiling water pops dude's eye, burns off his skin, right? Like,
Damn, that's hot.
you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be crazy for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
gotta watch them homeless. Like, I know homeless, not everybody's crazy that's homeless, but the crazy homeless motherfuckers,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, you gotta keep arms distance from me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. They're
Real
so
shit.
unpredictable. You're that case of the tumor, it kind of trips me out because that statistic that like the majority of people who I gotta be careful because we're on YouTube that do the school stuff,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the majority of
The
them,
mass
yeah,
school
Oh yeah,
shootings.
yeah.
yeah, that I think it was like a high number, like in the 90s, were all prescribed like antipsychotics months before they actually did what they did.
Oh really?
Same with, and not just them, right? Same with mothers that have like harmed,
PTSD.
they have taken out their children, right? One correlation is that they all have been prescribed antipsychotics prior to committing that.
So it's probably the psychotics that trigger that
I
shit.
think so. And I
The
mean, all
antipsychotics
of
make
these,
you psychotic.
they have labels saying like thoughts of
So
harming yourself and
yeah.
suicide, man. Like
Oh yeah.
they be telling you like, "Yeah, get this for depression, but you might want to be homicidal and suicidal and all this, like all these weird ass adverse side
The
effects."
side effects are crazy. Like when
And
they try to sell you something, and
mhm,
you got the man and the woman looking all good and
yeah,
happy and all sunshine,
Yeah.
yeah.
but the
So
side effects
And there's no
include.
legal ramifications for these pharmaceutical companies, but I think that should be looked into because I don't think it's a coincidence that all these people doing all these atrocities.
how do they find look, how do they find that out, right? So they're doing the trial runs with these pills, right? Are the people they're doing the trial runs on Xing themselves?
I think they do it with rats, and then rats
Mhm.
fucking
Oh yeah.
go off the
Mhm.
deep end and start gnawing on themselves or
Mhm.
something. You know what I mean? I think it starts with rats and then it goes into
Yeah.
people,
And it's
right?
crazy even like the process to find the right pill. Like I've known people that have been on like psych medication and they're fine and then they take their psych med and they're like a fucking zombie.
Right.
And I'll be like, hey, when you know that period, and when they come off of their little dose or whatever, I'll be like, hey, that period of whenever your psych med kicks in, like, you get a little weird, you get a little quiet, you don't talk, you're like in this fucking other realm, and
That's
to
like
them,
kids
that's
on
work.
Ritalin.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Moneyville Media said, "What's up with the fellas and the homegirl?" Say what up,
What
Hello.
I would
Moneyville.
hey, it says BFD, ask your brother to draw who he's talking to, describe. Bro, you right, it sounds
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing. You just be tripping out. Like you if I was like, hey Mike, just real quick, can you draw dude you're talking to? He'd be like, you think I'm gonna fuck like you fucking just cat out.
Is it like bipolar with schizophrenia or just schizophrenia?
He's paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Was this okay? Not me psychoanalyzing the brother right now, but was this ever since a child? Was this
Nope.
drug induced?
No.
Was this
So he was actually cool. Boxer, played soccer, went to Sac State. He ended up going to, I think, Utah to try to start like a boxing career with this gym and fucking like make it a thing. He didn't do very well. Ended up joining the Navy, I think, because they had a good boxing program. Got put on a motherfucking submarine. While he's on a submarine, he gets he has an episode. His first documented episode was on a submarine, and now the Navy pays for his fucking his stay in Hawaii.
dang? Not to be conspiracy theorist, but I'm thinking, okay, maybe
His we
boxing.
so we adopted him because his mom was a schizophrenic. His mom was one of the
Oh.
ladies who helped my dad. My dad came from San Jose and started La Raza de la Familia,
Hmm.
and his mom was was one of the ladies who helped him start it, the Sacramento chapter, right? So she was cool, and so it was supposed to skip a generation,
Oh,
right?
it's
Schizophrenia is,
hereditary.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's genetic. So uh it's supposed to skip a generation. It didn't skip him. His sister's cool, but he was like 20, 25 maybe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's crazy.
Alzheimer's.
It
I wonder
runs in
how
the
much. I
family.
wonder how much aluminum schizophrenics have in their brain.
I wonder what the correlation has with the aluminum has to do with schizophrenia.
Well, people that have like Alzheimer's and dementia, we have
Oh
in
no, I seen
in
that.
childhood vaccinations. I'm trying to be mindful of YouTube.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Who
There's
cares?
what's called nano aluminum, right?
Right.
And supposedly, they tell you that these nano aluminum it gets detoxed by your liver and your kidneys, and so it's harmless to children, XYZ, whatever that they tell you. But there's been studies found in Alzheimer's patients and people with dementia that this nano aluminum that was supposed to have been detoxed from our body was actually has just been building up. And so there's a pocket of aluminum in the brains of people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
You know what never made sense to me
Hmm.
is how children, when they're born, babies, get
Yeah.
the hepatitis C vaccine. Like they get like why? They're not having sex and they're not going around putting needles in their arms. Why get hepatitis vaccine at such a young age? Like why is that
Mhm.
necessary?
Mhm.
Right?
Why isn't do
Well, what they say is because the mom might have hepatitis, but if you already tested the mom, she don't have it. What? Oh, it's a preventative just in case. But what are
Yeah.
the odds of a kid getting Hep C?
You want me to keep it a
I
buck?
don't know, yeah.
My youngest ain't vaccinated at all.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I vaccinate my kids.
my eldest, she had hella bad eczema. My first two fully, right? Because I trusted the system, you know. And then with my third son, or my third kid, my first son, something when me being pregnant, I just kept having this like instinct like don't, and obviously my mom's a nurse, right? So I would talk to her about this and I'd be like, mom, like something just makes me not want to do that to Mauricio, I don't know why. And she'd be like, nah, it's safe and woo woo, right? His 4 months shots, immediately like an hour after, he broke out in a full body rash, scales like lizard scales, and I was like, what the fuck? Went to the doctors, and it instantly when he broke it out in the rash, I knew like this was why my mother instinct was telling me to not do it,
Right.
and I never doubted myself again. And so Amora struggled with really bad eczema. Marivea, she was like borderline, damn, what's it called when you turn yellow? The word is slipping me.
Oh,
But I used to have to put her in the sunlight and
yeah.
whatnot. And
What is
then
that?
It's
ah, freak
jaundice.
jaundice. Yes, babies can be born with jaundice.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and so you have to give them like either UV therapy or like sunlight therapy. So I used to have to sit out front with her,
Yeah.
and then Mauricio having that reaction, right? And so I told myself with my last one, I wasn't gonna vaccinate him just to see the difference. I ended up going down a rabbit hole of like cleaning your system, cleaning the gut, detoxing heavy metals, and Amora had severe eczema, like
Yeah.
severe eczema. Abel has been my strongest kid thus far. He has gotten sicknesses and it'll hit him really hard right away, and it's like anytime he gets that sickness after, it's like
He had vaccines?
no,
No?
none, none, and freaking um even I just the difference in immune system between Amora and my youngest, like she has asthma. He doesn't. Like he's just as healthy as a freaking ox, and I can see the fucking difference. Like I see the
Yeah.
difference in how his immune system responds to anything in comparison to my older kids who were fully vaccinated.
That direct comparison, I think, is not something that a lot of parents really have access to. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
being
Mhm.
able to see it, and then when you tell it that, like, uh, the chick I was with when I first got out was an anti-vaxxer. Before
Mhm.
COVID, before all that stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
Or, well, no, it was right when COVID happened,
Mhm.
Okay.
right? So, but she was an anti-vaxxer before it. You know what I'm saying? I remember telling y'all that I was gonna go get the COVID
Mhm.
stuff, right?
I was too.
Yeah. And then she was like, just wait, just hold on, just wait.
Mhm.
Right. And I'm glad I waited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they call it they not to get. they call it vaccine, but it's not really a vaccine. Like by definition, it's not. It's gene therapy. So it attaches to your DNA
Yeah.
and it transforms it. So that whole calling it, labeling it a vaccine
Allegedly.
is like
Yeah.
allegedly.
We'll
It
Yeah.
just clean that up by saying
yeah, allegedly,
allegedly.
but go look it up.
Right. Look it up for yourself.
But yeah, it's a whole thing. And you know what? It's crazy too to live in an era where someone who is considered anti-vax is like frowned upon when
Right.
honestly it's just really getting back to like ancestral living.
Right.
Like
That was going to be my point. Like humans have been around for several thousands of years,
mhm,
and
Never need no. Yeah. Never need none of that stuff.
vaccines are they're new, right? They're fairly new in the grand scheme of things.
Mhm.
So it's like, how did all these motherfuckers survive in the Middle Ages and shit? Even though, yeah, there were plagues and shit,
mhm,
but motherfuckers still survived and made
Yeah.
it over here, right? A couple thousand years later, we still here now. All of a sudden, vaccines are oh yeah, that's
mhm.
mandatory. And then when you have a kid, they make you get like they make it seem like you have to give your kids
But
vaccines,
They
do you?
fearmonger you
right?
and they
Mm.
skewed the polio and measles outbreaks. They straight up fucking lied. Straight up lied. The guy that supposedly polio was freaking killing everybody and he said this that on his fucking deathbed because he couldn't live with the guilt was like
Right.
I lied about the numbers. I lied about the numbers because it was a money grab. It was a business move. And the news
Everything
did
is
not
money.
like history does not talk about that. And it's like homeboy was trying to rectify himself because he knew he was on the verge of heaven's door, and he
Yeah.
couldn't live with it. Like that's
Hell yeah.
crazy to keep information like that from us or to like magnify an issue that really isn't what you're saying it is for the purpose of
Yeah.
this, business that you're in,
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything
you
follow
know?
the money.
Everything.
Everything follow the money. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Whenever something's forced, whenever something like they tell you have to do something, follow the money. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? It's like when motherfuckers had to stay home for COVID, man,
Mhm.
someone was getting rich
Hey,
off that.
I have to answer this, you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
go for
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You know
So
what?
it's for Dub CB said salute. Moneyville Media said first time watching the pod with Ima on. She's dope as fuck. Can hold
Thank
her own
you.
in conversation. Gotta have her on more often. And the Raider 488 said my favorite group of fellows.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you,
what's
thank
up.
you,
Hell yeah, appreciate it. But
thank you,
what were
thank
you
you.
saying?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
My bad. I didn't
No,
even
what
mean
were
to
we saying?
interrupt
We
you.
were talking
We were
about that.
talking about everything's forced. You follow the money. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Dang, there
Like
was one more thing I was gonna say.
especially during COVID when we had to stay
Mhm.
home. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like someone got rich off that shit.
Yeah, I think people forget that this is a business.
Right.
You know what I mean? And oh, that's
Life
what I
is a
was gonna say.
business.
Um, I like to keep up with uh Japan's medicine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because they like in Japan, they do like the whole turkey tail mushroom as a cancer therapy,
really?
where only here we'll offer just chemo.
Right.
Chemo kills your white blood cells and your red blood cells. Your white blood cells are necessary for your immune system. Turkey tail mushroom has the same effect as chemo without killing your white blood cells. And that is a certified cancer treatment in Japan as
Really?
as well as bee stings for lupus and autoimmune disorders. If
R-
you sting yourself with bees, the venom in bees cure breast cancer and it cures and aids your symptoms of lupus or autoimmune diseases.
I never heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I like to look at other countries that aren't their medication is still considered more homeopathic and not so regulated by the government because they have a lot of effective therapies that are known, even stem cell stuff
Oh yeah.
in Mexico. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Stem cells is I see Joe Rogan talk about stem cells a lot. He
mhm,
does stem cell
mhm,
therapy, and I think his dad had a problem with his knees or something, if I can remember correctly. And he got stem cell therapy and shit. He
yeah,
was like good to go.
yeah,
Especially a lot of athletes that destroy their bodies and
yeah,
shit. You know what I mean? They got a lot of aches
yeah,
and pains. They say that they benefit a lot from stem cell
yeah.
therapy.
And I feel like a lot of elite like know what other countries already know. Like, who was it? Haley Bieber was just talking about you can take your own blood and you can microneedle it into your face
Mike
for
said,
skincare. What?
Mike said, that's wild. If I see somebody running into a beehive, I know why.
Well, hopefully not.
Yeah.
But
Well, if you got lupus, man, you know where to go, man.
mhm,
Just go hit a beehive. You'll be all right.
mhm. And there's actually companies, because you know that bees like die
Yeah.
right after they sting you, and they're like very important for our ecosystem. There's companies that purposely that work with bees that will purposely separate the older bees that are already on their way out
Uh,
to still keep our ecosystem running. So you'll get like bees that are already gonna pass anyway, so it's
well,
not gonna take a toll.
that's kind of dope. That's crazy how the bees control so much of our
So
ecosystem. And
much.
if the bees were to become extinct, humans would become
Yeah.
extinct. Like we rely on bees.
Yeah. And it's crazy how their honey is like medicine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for real.
Pure honey has a lot of
Yeah.
benefits.
On
I mean,
in
you could
every way.
survive off pure honey.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
instead of eating
It's like a
food, if you,
superfood.
yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah.
is crazy.
God is a trip.
Yeah, Sneaker Vision says, saludos a todos. Aquí estamos. Right on, Sneaker Vision.
Yes.
Sev S for you says she's level headed.
Oh, thank you.
You got a
I'm
level
glad you
head.
don't think I'm crazy.
Well, some people would, right? But it's
Oh
the
yeah.
motherfuckers that are gonna label you crazy that have something to either lose or gain from calling you crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because any idea that goes against the norm, goes against the status quo, is labeled crazy, right?
Mhm.
Even with the AI Atlas, right? Motherfuckers still, oh,
Mhm.
that ain't aliens. That's just a comet. Y'all
Yeah.
crazy.
I heard a saying that people who being labeled crazy is just you being right too early.
Yeah,
And if you think about even like the whole COVID part,
right.
everybody that was like skeptical about the regulations or all that shit, what were they being called? Crazy, conspiracy theories, this, that, and another. Only for 5 years to pass and everybody to catch on, like, see, it
Right.
was,
Told you.
you see, you know?
Nah, dude, I don't even take flu shots.
I don't
Like
take flu
for
shots
what?
either.
Like, you know what I mean?
No,
I don't even take Tylenol.
no.
Like for real shit.
I prep every year during the season change because naturally that sun to like the season changes.
Right.
Okay, not to get too specific, it's gonna trigger an immune response. That's our
Right.
body doing what it's supposed to do. But like, I prep for it doing things that like my suegra taught me, because my suegra actually lived in like a straight rancho in Guerrero. Like she was not. They didn't have medicine. They were helping each other birth their kids. When you got sick, like it was all herbs
People
and
survive like
hierbas that
that.
were yeah.
Yeah.
So she has taught me so much knowledge in like how they would survive when they didn't have access to medical care,
Yeah.
you know? And red onion, honey, garlic cloves, keep it in the dark in a jar for 5 weeks, boom.
Yeah.
You don't need no Theraflu, you don't need no Mucinex. Take a spoonful of that every time you're feeling sick,
And
you'll be
that's
fine.
and that's something like I'm not against going to the doctor when you need to if
Mhm.
something severe, but
Yeah.
I mean some shit you could just wait it out
Yeah.
or cure at home and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see. Nobody said cancer first attacks the brain. Like why you think a pregnant woman's body doesn't attack it because it sends signals to your brain? Okay.
And pregnant women too, your baby sends you cells that you need. So when pregnant women are sick, um, or are fighting any kind of autoimmune, their baby will actually give them the stem cells to help whatever they're
Oh
dealing
yeah,
with.
because
Yeah.
you know a lot of people like scientists used what is that, the umbilical cord for
Mhm.
research
And
and
the
for
placenta,
curing and shit because the umbilical cord has a lot of
stem
nutrients
cells.
and stem cells and all sorts of shit. And there's some people that eat umbilical cords in some cultures,
I wanted
right?
to eat my
Because it's
placenta.
so, oh.
You wanted to eat your placenta for
Mhm.
what?
So what
For
do
the
you do?
nutrients.
Do you put like salt and pepper on it
Well,
and fry it?
I wanted to do that. Yeah. I mean, we're the only look at every freaking animal that gives birth.
They eat their shit.
They eat their shit because it's the
I ain't gonna eat
freaking
my shit.
biggest source of nutrients. Literally, it is. It's high in
Yeah,
nutrients in every mineral that you need and
I
everything that your
seen that
body
somewhere
needs.
actually.
Yeah,
I did see that
I
Yeah.
somewhere.
did see that.
And
Yeah.
and especially if you're breastfeeding, right? So breastfeeding moms, our nipples communicate with the saliva and the enzymes in our babies, which will trigger our body to bring forth certain nutrients that our babies are lacking.
Yep.
So that's why you got to be on top of what you're eating, be mindful of what you're consuming because you need to replenish yourself of those nutrients because your breasts are constantly communicating with your child and what your child needs, you know?
Right.
But I
So
learned this late. That's why I
Sev
developed
said,
anemia.
honey and colloidal silver.
Oh, yes, colloidal silver. He
Right.
knows or she knows. I'm not sure if it's a boy or girl. That's what's up.
Yeah, and they said, Mike said, bro saying Tylenol give you autism, supposedly. That's wild. That's what
That
they
was
say.
I heard Norteña's culture is milking
Oh,
bulls.
yeah. I had to blap that fool.
That
I had to blap that fool.
Yeah,
that is funny.
yeah, these was crazy.
Milk thistle for liver rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes. Who was I just telling about that
have you
lady?
ever had raw milk
Nah,
straight from the teat?
nope.
Yeah, I've had.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
Like
good.
pajaretes?
Yeah.
No,
So
I've
when I
heard
was in
about it.
Mexico, that was the first time they actually had a cow and we were drinking milk and they just squirted that shit. You
Yeah.
know what I
With
mean?
tequila and everything in there?
No, they just
Oh,
squirted
just
it in
like
the
that?
cereal.
Oh.
So we had warm cereal because it was warm fucking milk and it
Yeah.
had little fucking little chunks in there.
Was it
They were
good
like,
though?
not, but it was
Did it have
actually
pelo?
good.
Was there hair in there?
No,
Oh. Did he eat
Was it
but
good
churro?
though?
no,
Oh, because I asked my homegirl because she goes to pajaretes and
it was
she's like,
actually good. There
come.
was no, it was, I didn't have no weird effects. You know, it wasn't
Mm,
pasteurized, but it was fucking, it was, I was a kid though,
yeah.
but it was sweet and it was fucking,
And
it
it's
was
really good in
pretty fucking good.
probiotics.
Yeah.
I use raw milk to when I make my kefir.
Yeah.
And kefir's sour as fuck, but it's really high in probiotics. It's good for your gut microbiome.
Oh, okay.
Mike
Helps you
Nice.
said,
lose weight and everything.
Mike said, I'm about to use that as a pickup line at a bar. Like, I need to communicate with your nips, girl.
No, for real. And also titty milk is fire. Am I tripping? It's hella sweet, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
Kano224 said, if I see my girl eat her placenta, I wouldn't know what to think. I mean,
It's
I'm
definitely
sure they're not gonna eat it raw with
no,
blood
you
all
Don't
have
around
to
the
cook
mouth.
cook
it?
it. You
Like,
have to cook it,
Don't you
yeah.
cook the shit out?
I don't
do
know.
you cook the
I
nutrients out?
mean, do you cook the nutrients out when you cook beef? I'm
I
sure
don't
it's
know.
lessened, but
Yeah.
there's still the minerals in there, especially with beef because cows have two stomachs
Well, you know,
and they
the
retain a lot of the minerals.
Indians would eat raw liver.
Mhm.
They would kill their prey and eat the liver raw, and that was supposed to be the best nutrients.
Yeah.
And wolves do that shit
Yeah.
too.
I take beef liver pills for my anemia,
Oh yeah.
but the iron content was so strong in those it started fucking up my stomach though. Like my stomach lining because that's how much iron it has.
That's crazy. What kind of crazy conversations do we get on? Like this
I don't
this shit
know.
is damn. But yeah,
We talk about all
BFD went
kinds
to
of shit
order a
in here.
pizza real quick. Yeah, that's what he did.
Shit, hopefully. No, I'm
Actually,
kidding.
no, he's getting in shape though.
Yeah, I've been
Good
on
for
my shit,
you.
man. I've been on my shit lately.
Oh, try
Have you heard about
kangaroo meat.
taking enzymes
Uh,
for stomach fat?
no, what is it? Send it to me.
I will. I will. It just helps you digest better. And also, if you chew your food at least 20 times, because the enzymes in your saliva will help break down your food and digest it better so
You
that your
know,
body doesn't store fat.
I fast every day, so I don't eat until it gets dark outside.
But what are you eating when you break your fast?
I don't know. Today I had Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, hell
Kentucky
no.
Fried Chicken.
You cannot be breaking your fast with bullshit.
Yeah, no, today I
It
did.
has to be
But
healthy
normally I
fat.
don't. Normally I don't. But today I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my boy
Little
just got
treatment.
back from Mexico, and he grabbed some Kentucky Fried Chicken on the way home.
Mike Hawk said, nah, Mike Hawk.
Yeah. Mr. Hawk.
Yeah, Mr. Hawk said, nah, these convos are fire, bro. Outside the box type of shit that
Yeah.
makes you think, man. That dude got me like three
Yeah,
times
hella
already.
times.
You know what I'm saying? Hella times.
That's
So
We'll just call him Mr. Hawk.
I call him Mike, but then
and
it's
this
just.
whole act. Clever.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, these combos are outside the box. You know
Try
what I mean?
kangaroo meat. Okay.
You know me, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them. Like, I'll try anything. I'll eat cat. I'll eat
Mhm.
dog.
I'll eat anything once.
human.
Marco had a bison burger in Montana, and he said that shit was so good.
I had
It
deer
looked
beef
delicious.
jerky. That shit was fucking
I had
fire,
snake.
bro.
I had deer too, but I don't know. I feel like maybe they just didn't cook it right. It still tasted very gamey. But I also feel like lamb chops taste very gamey too if you don't put
Oh
like
my
hella salt.
gosh! Oh my
You
god!
gotta cook them right.
Yeah, I need
I
somebody
thought
to cook me
lengua was
some.
gonna be gross too, and it was fucking fire. I love that
Oh,
shit.
dude,
I
you
like
guys like
lengua,
tacos
but
de
not.
cabeza?
No,
Mm.
the
Oh, really?
cabeza. I don't like
Okay, look,
sesos either.
Chelly's Tacos. This is unpaid promotion, but Folsom Flea Market, Chelly's Tacos, the best tacos de cabeza. They're not all fucking like aguados and like cebo and gross and like dry.
Right.
They're tender,
If they
delicious,
cook it right,
flavorful tacos de cabeza.
right,
Anything. That's my point.
right. If you
Anything.
cook it
If you
right,
cook it right, is man. Give me some cat. Give me some dog. The Asians in the pen was eating pigeon,
Oh
right?
yeah.
but
Yeah.
pigeon is a bird, man. It's
Yeah.
close to chicken.
You guys like eating
Duck is hella
tripas?
good. No,
I don't fuck with tripas.
Duck
tripas.
is fire. Oh, Stones, duck tacos. You ain't
Oh,
been. I gotta take you
Have you guys
there.
had duck eggs?
tripas tacos.
Duck eggs, no.
They're way
No.
more nutrient dense than
Yeah.
like chicken eggs. They're
I'm
just a
rocking with it.
little
That's
bit.
good. They're smaller though too,
No,
right?
they're huger,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
but it's a little thicker when you cook it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anything, if you flavor it right, you put some hot sauce on anything and it's gonna be fire.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tabasco will take all that, whatever it is. If it's gamey, put some Tabasco on it. Then there goes
Yeah,
the game.
that's
You know what I
true.
mean? So
Because I've been eating sardines for lunch, and I just like throw a chile concoction of like if I was making ceviche.
Yeah.
I use like 5 different chiles, and it's not that bad.
this fool said, "Are y'all ready to get drafted to fight Venezuela?"
Damn,
Man,
What's going on with
Venezuela.
Venezuela?
man, Venezuela ain't do nothing to nobody, man. Tell Trump to lay off them motherfucking boats, man. I
Wait,
need to
what's
get
going
my
on over
issue.
there?
Oh, Trump got aircraft carriers and battleships over there off the coast right now of
For why
Venezuela.
though?
Cause the drug boats supposedly they bombed fucking what 3 or 4 drug boats already, supposed drug boats. Venezuela said they were fishing boats and they were innocent people, but who knows?
So
Oh, so he's
what
cracking the
is
whip.
going on in Venezuela? What do we want out of Venezuela?
Well, Venezuela is rich with resources, right? They have natural
And
resources
they
over there.
don't deal with America.
No, they have their own. They were part of
Brick?
yeah, bricks. Yeah, they were part of the bricks, right? So I don't exactly know what his end goal is, but his supposed end goal is to stop the flow of drugs into the United States, right? But a couple of fishing boats that couldn't even make it to the United States from Venezuela, like they didn't have the gas, the capabilities to
Yeah.
get here, like
What
the
drugs are
range.
coming from Venezuela?
Fuck, I don't know, the cocaine, supposedly fentanyl.
No, because
Everything's fentanyl
no,
to
Doesn't that come
Trump.
from China?
China.
Everything's fentanyl when it comes to
But
Trump.
I know they're outsourcing.
Yeah, but Trump says, "Oh, we got to stop fentanyl. It's killing everybody." Yes, fentanyl is killing people. Yeah, stop fentanyl. But you're picking on the wrong motherfuckers. Go try to do that shit to a Chinese boat. See what the Chinese say about it.
Right.
They'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't think America as militarily is weak in any sense of the word, but I mean, there's some fights you just don't want to get into,
Hmm.
right? I mean, we went into Afghanistan and you know got our asses handed to us for a while. You know what I mean? Even though we were fucking shit up, we didn't follow through with anything. You know what I mean? Nothing changed. But
I think
we'll see.
I get super sad too at like the people that go that are fighting for this country and our freedom, but on behalf of like corrupt elite that just want what they want out of another country. Like that shit is so sad.
You know
to
what
me.
I love
It's like,
about this time?
Huh.
So I seen this thing on Instagram,
mm,
right? I don't know that uh we're in the wrong timeline, right? And I don't mean that in like some fucking uh like uh like metaphysical way.
All right.
I mean it like how they are setting the time for our years that it's not right,
Right.
right?
Like our calendar.
Our calendar,
Right.
right? And that
Well, we should be on a 13-month calendar.
well, because
right.
they implemented the Georgian, what is it called? The Georgian
Gregorian calendar.
Georgian
Yeah.
calendar.
So they say that every 200 years certain things happen, and this is the year of truth,
Right.
right? And that all the truth under the original calendar, not the calendar we
Mhm.
find, the Georgian calendar,
Right.
right? That this is all and all the truth is coming out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is a year of revelation,
Yeah.
even on like a minimal front, like even within ourselves.
Right.
Like we're getting a lot of revelation within
Yeah, yes,
ourselves.
yeah, fuck yeah, me, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
a lot of people are saying Trump's the Antichrist, right? Look, he's going after a third term, right? He wants a third term. What is he doing to try to get that third term? He's firing a lot of the head generals, a lot of the military personnel, the top commanders and generals. He's putting people in that would have his
Favorable,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers that will side with him. He's putting troops on American soil first, starting with ICE, right? And then now he's deploying. He wants to
National
deploy
Guard.
National Guard to different cities: Chicago, San Francisco. Which you were saying San Francisco had, or the Bay Area period has had the
Period.
lowest crime rate,
39 murders
39
in like 3 different counties overall.
in the whole Bay Area,
Yep.
right?
The
So
lowest in fucking like 50, 60 years.
right. So the crime in the Bay Area, or murders, I should say, has went down in the Bay. So is there a need for National Guard to come and control anything? But I don't think it's built out of necessity. I think he's thinking like, man, if we can just get these people and control them and get them used to the military in these cities, then it's going to be easier when he goes for his third term to already have
Right.
these military
It's his chest,
in
right?
place. Yeah, and so that when motherfuckers try to fight back and be like, hell no, we gonna use our Second Amendment. Well, now you're fighting against the
He's
like
army.
already
some Hunger Games shit.
it
Hunger
is some
Games
Hunger Games
shit.
shit. And
Yes.
it he's already got things in place to stifle communication and fucking and First Amendment shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we keep saying Trump, but I think this is it. So
Geek out, geek out.
Project
Sorry,
25.
spit.
I don't know about Project 25. I haven't read too much of it.
Okay.
But when you look at how capitalism works,
Right.
right? There's a finite amount of resources, right? There's a finite amount of everything,
Right.
right? And you have this huge amount of people. We already know they're minimizing the population as much as they can, right?
Dude just said China, U.S., Russia, all in cahoots, staging wars to depopulate.
Right. So
Right.
and the rest of it, people have to be able to be controlled, right? So you soften the male populace, you de-arm them, right? You
You put astrazine in the water to feminize them.
right.
That's why all these dudes are wearing dresses.
I don't know, but the frogs
So
Young
transform.
Thug.
turn the frogs gay.
Turn the
So
frogs gay. Yeah.
so so there you have all these pieces put in place, right? And we know that the destabilization will come with when the resources run out,
Right.
right? When access to the resources run out, right? And so I seen this thing um where they're obviously they're gonna digitize money,
Right.
right? And it's because the resources are running out, right? And so and it offers an amount of control that you could literally keep somebody in their house in within a 5 mile radius. You could shut off their car, you can make their money not work outside of where you want them to be.
A
Right.
social credit score too.
Social credit score, yeah.
You gotta mind your P's and Q's when talking to people.
This is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And they
Right.
get a piece of everything. So they right how if I have a $20 bill right now and I pay you to shave my head, you know what I'm saying, you pay him to drive you somewhere, that $20 is still $20,
It's circulating.
You know
right?
what?
But if you have the digital money and they charge 1.5% for every transaction, that $20 all goes to the bank by the time by within 30 transactions.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that $20 is no more in
In circulation.
for
The
the
bank
lower
has it.
the
Yeah.
bank has
You
it.
know what's scary about this whole shit, right? Is I'm hearing you talk about this, right? And somebody would be like, nah, that would to control hella people, that seems unfathomable, right? But when you look at how fucking good they are at dividing us as a populace,
Right.
it's like no, like this is like right here on our front
Yep.
doorstep because all they got to do is tell you who to hate and people will do it. People will stop collaborating. People will stop working. People will stop networking. They'll feed into the division,
Yeah.
Right.
and they're playing into the fucking system.
The Jim Crow, literally, this dude is talking about pitting dark blacks against light skinned blacks. Right? He's talking about like that actual thing,
Right.
right? Like dividing a race
Right.
within
Amongst,
itself.
yeah,
Yeah, well, you see
which
that
is
right now with
crazy.
Mexicans right now, liberal Mexicans and conservative Mexicans.
100%.
Like
It's
they're really
every
going at each other on
every
fucking TikTok.
and also dark and light Mexicans. Also Mexicans from fucking Northern
Yep. Black
Right.
conservatives, black liberals.
Yeah. It's
Fucking whatever.
it's all a play straight out of fucking Art of War.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Those are,
a
yeah,
it's a
strategies.
psychological mind fuck. That's why every time I see people, they be like, I ain't gonna fuck with people because X, Y, and Z. I'm just like, fuck, they got
Right.
you. You gave in.
So
You're doing exactly
ML415
what they want to do.
said, instead of talking about the president, y'all should focus on how bad Newsom is making California. They
Oh,
want us to
for
pay
real.
300 400 a year just to be driving. That's crazy work.
Right,
Zero
but
coverage on that.
what if Newsom is part of the
He is. They're all
Part
part
of
of it,
what?
right? So
Part of what?
he's
right?
he's
So
part.
yeah,
He,
Newsom,
Newsom, Trump,
this is all just
fucking Nancy
two sides
Pelosi,
of the
Yeah,
same
fucking
yeah.
Obama, fucking they're all the same. And once people wake up and realize that all these presidents, all these governors, all these senators, all these fucking states people are all working for the same people, and they're
Yeah.
all controlled by the same people, and they fight against each other just to divide us. But behind the scenes, they shake
play
hands, they
golf,
hug, they
but-
play
just like the
golf.
DA
Yeah.
and the attorneys, just
So
like
Right.
everybody.
what
yeah.
it boils down to is that it's classism. It's not racism. It's not fucking politics. It's not freaking
Right.
none of this other shit that they want us divided by. It's classism. It's elite versus the lower class. And the elite aren't just one race. It's not just white people. It's not just
Right.
black people. There's a lot of elite of all different types of demographics. Did you guys hear Elon Musk on Joe Rogan talking about Doge and how that the audits that he's done with our debt
Right.
and how
Mm-mm.
how pretty much the majority of Democrats are the ones getting funded by like all this like fraudulent fucking money, but then there's like 10% of Republicans that are also getting funded by this fraudulent money, and I guess the Republicans are like the fucking loudest when he tried to address that, like, okay, listen, this is the percentage of all you guys that are getting funding from fraudulent money, and
Right.
that's why they wanted to pretty much kill him and
Yeah, that's
whatnot,
why.
and he was pretty much outing
And
that
and
like
Trump
it's two
hired
wings
him
of
to
the
do
same.
it,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, come on, let's keep it real. Trump's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Nah, hell no.
Right? By like Trump could be easily manipulated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you've seen, there was somebody telling him like, because there was a tent, and they weren't protesting against Trump. It was for some like freedom of fucking natural energy whatever tent. And some guy told him, hey man, they're protesting against you out front. There's this tent right here. And before the guy could even finish what he was saying, Trump says, "Up, get rid of it. Hey, can you get rid of him? Just get rid of him." And so they went, and that tent has been there for several years, and it was promoting the same thing. And I think it was like green energy or some crazy shit, right? Wasn't really protesting. It was just there, giving out pamphlets or whatever. And he just, oh yeah, get rid of him. Before anything, they just manipulated him that easy to get rid of the fucking a little tent that wasn't even doing nothing. He was like, yep.
I think anybody is capable of getting manipulated to a certain extent because confirmation bias is a real thing in each of our brains.
Right.
Once we believe something, our brain will automatically search for information to affirm that belief system, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like it goes into why we're so easily fucking fooled. We're just like fucking puppets, you have to be very diligent about challenging yourself to uncomfortable possible truths that go against your belief system. And the reality is not a lot of people have the integrity to be like, okay, this is what I believe, but let me hear someone else present their argument and let me see how, the validity in their arguments. Not a lot of people want to do that. People want to be right.
Right. That's the
Mhm.
problem, right? Everybody wants to argue their point that they shut off their ears, right? They
Mhm.
open
Instead
their
of
mouth so
doing what's
much.
best.
Yeah. And that's where
Instead of just thinking critically, instead of being open to the idea of thought.
But anybody that gets that's like that comes into any kind of power, they end up either killing themselves or get Charlie Kirked.
Yeah.
Real shit,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on. There's been so many people that have been ruled suicide when they were getting shot in the back of the head twice. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
don't shoot yourself in the back of the head twice.
Yeah.
Like, pff, oh, that didn't work. Pff. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they
That
rule it as suicide. Like, come
that's
on,
why
bro.
I wonder how much of this like earthly, fleshly shit is metaphysical and we just don't understand it, because I feel like a lot of people, especially like atheists and oh, I forgot the other word for that. What are the other people? It's atheists and what?
The people who believe in God but aren't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is their term?
Right.
Fuck,
I
it's 10
remember that,
o'clock.
man.
I'm losing it.
Yeah.
But like the elite, they do believe in a higher power. They have rituals. They are worshiping some kind of deity.
Yeah.
Yeah, they worship that fucking owl.
They understand. So, but that's my point. They understand the metaphysical realm and have been able to convince a lot of the populace that the metaphysical is like a fucking fairy tale and it doesn't really matter and it doesn't really exist and it really has no, sway on earthly issues. But if that's the case, then why do y'all go so hard in your rituals then?
Yeah.
Why do y'all go to fucking, what is it,
Bohemian Grove.
fucking Grove and do all this weird
Oh, shit.
fucking mock child sacrifices and shit if none of this has validity? What it seems like is they have a better understanding of the metaphysical and how to get their fleshly desires, which is why we have so much evil and so much corruption that we can't fucking fight, because they've already convinced half of the lower class to not even believe in a higher power to begin with. But that's just
Yeah.
me thinking really deep into it.
Yeah, that's deep.
Speaking of Charlie Kirk, what about his fucking chick? You think she's boning JD Vance?
You think she's boning
I
JD
don't-
Vance? She wants to for sure. If you seen that hug that they gave,
Yeah.
right?
And
Or
his
she
look
gave him,
after.
yeah,
Even
like
his hand placement on her hips. Listen,
Right?
as a
Small of her back.
yeah, as a married woman who networks with a lot of men, obviously,
Yeah.
there is a certain way that you conduct yourself physically that to me, in my opinion, is inappropriate. I would never hug you guys or any other male besides my husband with my hand on their head.
Yeah.
That is a very romantic, intimate
Yeah.
kind of embrace. And I wouldn't even go for like, it's very rare, like if I'm not paying attention, that I go for an up hug.
Yeah.
Usually it's like an under the arm side hug kind of deal going on. An up hug gives like a man the opportunity to go under to the
Yep.
hips. You know
Right.
what I
Yeah.
mean? I didn't like it.
Yeah.
As a I know she's not married obviously anymore. She's widowed, but
He's
to
married though.
be a reflection of your newly passed husband in that way, to me, is distasteful. To disrespect homeboy's wife like that, to me, is especially distasteful, because what are you doing hugging a fucking married man like that?
High Hater says she's a honeypot.
She's honeypot.
Ooh, I could
Do you
see
know
that.
who her folks are?
Ooh, I could see that. Yup.
Who-
Yup.
I've heard about it. Who are her folks? I don't recall right now.
We have to dig into it, but there are
Look at who her parents are.
Let me see.
I know that they were. I've heard the take on who her parents were. Like I
Who
know she
are-
was. I know she was a model for Trump. She was like a pageant girl for Trump, right?
Yeah, she was.
That fool already clapping cheeks. He was clapping cheeks the same night, just like Newsom clapping his best
What?
friend's wife's cheeks.
Hey, that
Yeah.
last name is pretty rare. Lori France what the is that a Jewish last name?
Probably.
Hold on.
Sneaker Vision said they're connected to Israelis.
Oh, let's look at that last name. Let me see.
Okay.
Remember that spelling. Frant
Honeypot
SE.
equals female spy agent.
Mm-hmm. Frant. Fuck.
You think she's an Israeli agent?
Frant.
See, I don't really like
ZDE.
talking. Let's talk.
Frant.
Let's talk little hat people, man. I don't really like
ZDE.
saying the I word, man, because motherfuckers get demonetized and
Oh,
shit
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the little hat people. She was on a TV show, Love Island, or Love something. Was it Love Island?
I don't know, bro,
But anyways,
now she runs that shit.
like
Oh, it's German.
that whole Charlie Kirk thing is still sus. Like everything they did with Charlie Kirk is sus. Like paving over the area, like 2 or 3 days after.
Yeah.
the assassination. Like, what the fuck?
You know what?
Like, come on, bro.
I think
Pave
intuitively,
over the thing.
I feel like her energy has just something feels off about it.
Something
It's
feels off about this whole shit.
something feels off about it. I know that people grieve differently, and I try to be very like
Oh
sympathetic
yeah.
to the fact that people grieve differently, because like we were talking about it earlier,
Yeah.
you're not a crier, right? When people die, I'm also not a crier. I don't know how to console people because I look at death as a rebirth, right? And so death affects me a little bit differently, and I can't really get emotional with it. So I understand that some people grieve differently, but something about her energy seems very disingenuous and unsettling for me.
Right.
And I'm pretty fucking good at reading people, I would
Yeah.
say, in terms of like energy and if they're like solid and like cool, you know? I don't know.
Man, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because, like, I seen when people die, people act a million different fucking ways,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, damn, you ain't even sad. People tell me that too. Like,
Right.
damn, you ain't even sad the homie died.
People do grieve in different ways.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I'm like, man, dude, I'm dying inside,
Right.
Mhm.
right? But you trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be at funerals. You might go to a funeral of somebody, and if it's a girl, you just, you know what I'm saying? You might not be, but funerals are like, man, like you could die, you know, you
Right.
should
Yeah.
totally bone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, like, so it's scandalous when you see like your Thea do that with her fucking widow's best friend,
Yeah,
right? Like her husband who dies best friend. That's weird and the family talks about it or whatever, right?
yeah,
But when you're on a public stage and you're right there and you're supposed to be quote unquote leaders, right? You're supposed to act a certain way.
yeah,
You're supposed to have some kind of decorum, right?
yeah,
And it's like all of a sudden people don't give a shit, right? Like I don't care. Fuck it. If I'm boning the vice president, fuck it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
You know what her energy feels like? It feels like she feels relieved.
damn.
Damn.
I was trying to find the word
Well,
for it.
who knows what their home life was like? Who
Girls are scandalous like that though.
that's what it feels like to
but
me.
who knows, man? Charlie Kirk could have been beating her ass.
Could have been a dick, huh?
He could have been in that like he could have seemed cool, right? To chopping it up with all these college kids and shit. But
Yeah,
he could have been an asshole.
Yeah, but then if we look at her lineage, we look at how long she's been in the Trump sphere, in the Republican sphere, in the conservative sphere. Mm, it's too many coincidences for me.
Right. And
I err on the side of skepticism with this one.
and JD
Newsom did
Vance's
sleep with his
history is
best
weird as
friend's
fuck
wife.
too.
Mhm. Mhm.
JD Vance just gives me like Chomo
I
vibes.
kind of liked him.
Oh, I
I,
don't know
I
about
kind of
that, but
liked him at first because of his background, because it seemed like relatable to like a lot of the struggles that a lot of Americans go through with like, wasn't his mom an addict?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but he came from a lot of different places, and he was every time when people dug into his work background, they were like,
Mhm.
well, he was technically here, but he never showed up to work, and he didn't
You know what?
actually do
You
stuff.
know what fucking Candace Owens said recently on her one of her podcasts?
What's that?
She was like, when my kids become to the age of doing state testing, she wasn't gonna let her kids do well, she's gonna let them, but she was like, I'm gonna make sure that they just like get questions wrong, because she was like, we don't understand how far back the CIA goes to like get future elite, like from birth, and or like CIA agents or whatever the fuck. Like this shit gets really deep, and they have these systems in place like state testing to be able to see the talented ones, see the ones who their brain capacity is usually more than the other, so they maintain higher IQ people in a certain position.
Well, yeah,
They
because they were
recruit them and
saying
shit.
that they had programs back in the day where it was like a gifted kids that they would
Mhm.
pull gifted kids out
Mhm.
out their class and go in the set and they would test them to see they would take them out for an hour for gifted kids and they would write all their names down. They would keep their names for
Yes.
like for so many years, and then they would actively recruit those people when they get to a certain age. They would actively recruit them because they had that higher IQ than everybody else. And I forgot what it was called at my school, but yeah, they they
My
they were saying that shit
my
was real.
daughter, my daughter was, and I was over here proud. I was like, yeah, like my daughter daughter's hella smart, you know. And then I fucking heard this shit, and I was like, wait, hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Is my daughter on some list? Are they trying to keep track of, because she is extremely intelligent, and not
Yeah.
just
Gate,
intelligent
Like
academically,
from a
program.
mom's perspective, like in by the book, she's very yeah.
more so than that. Like
Yeah, man.
Marivea is extremely intelligent on a
Reach on, man.
logical level. Like me and her be having conversations, and I'm
Right.
like, girl,
But I'm gonna tell you something, right? This is the fucked up part is as a government, right? We would want a good government to be able to cherry pick, be able to recognize
The best of the
talent,
best.
right? But now we don't trust the government so much. We're like, man, like I don't want them to pull my kid.
Right. Right.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't think we should ever, at any time, ever trust anybody in a position of power. We are
Yeah.
too fragile as human beings. We are too ridden with ego and sin and fleshly desires that fuck no.
Ultimate power crush,
Ultimately,
ultimately.
yeah,
Right.
you will be.
Well,
That's
that's why
why
there's
that
supposed to be checks and balances,
yeah,
right?
Right.
and that's why I even err on the side of, like, even with the podcast shit, right? Like, I think to myself, I love what I do with my podcasting. You know, I love helping people, and I love doing what I do, but at the same time, I'm like very diligent about keeping myself grounded. I think there is a reason why certain people just don't get famous. There is a reason why certain people just do not attain a certain level of like fiscal success. And that is because integrity will just not allow you to do the sucker shit that eventually comes with getting to where you want to go.
Yeah.
And these
Right.
politicians, these people in power, they're willing to do the sucker shit. That's why they're there. That's why
Yeah.
there's not good people in position of power, because nothing good comes
They're
from
all
power.
willing to compromise.
They're all
Right.
willing to compromise. I'll never fucking trust somebody in a position of power.
See,
I'll
but
never
now,
trust somebody fully famous
see,
either.
this, yeah. Uh,
And I'd like to be like, you know, me, if I were to be famous, I wouldn't be corrupted or
Saludos, Timo
whatever the fuck,
Deville. Good.
you know, but if I'm being real with myself, I'm a fucking human. You know what I mean? I would love to believe that I have the integrity to not give in, and I would hope I don't and pray that I don't ever. But at the end of the day, we are inherently sinful.
how
And
long have you been a Christian?
my whole life. But I strayed from Christianity for a while in my adolescence, because I just, the hypocrites around me.
Have you ever? Have you? No, I'm not gonna get that
No,
deep.
no, fucking ask it. I
Mm.
like this shit. What?
Say, I like this shit.
Right?
You motherfucker.
So like everybody, there is. Uh, sometimes you got to crack some eggs to make an omelet. You know what I'm saying?
Speak clearly, Fats. What the fuck is you saying? Don't use
I'm,
metaphors. Say it.
I'm saying sometimes uh, people need to be sacrificed for the greater good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? There is cannon fodder, right? These are the pawns on the board,
Yeah.
right? As a good leader, you got to be able to recognize
Yeah.
this dude serves a function, right? And salute him and
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. There's
So
collateral damage.
right. So like what is bad in the immediate sense, right? Could be right? Like so
Good long term.
one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter,
Right.
right? It's all perspective,
Yeah.
right? So from our immediate perspective, because we're on the lower, like maybe we don't see.
No,
The
I've thought
bigger
about this. I
picture.
thought about this with immigration, and people don't attack me, but I've thought about it. Right, on the surface, it looks like, damn, Trump's deporting hella people, hardworking people, and whatever, whatever.
Mhm.
But then I also think, right, like how you just mentioned, right? One man's terrorist could be another man's freedom. Maybe that's the cost of purging all the fucking bad that we've allowed in our fucking country. Now, I'm not fucking saying I agree with anybody, okay? I'm just fucking using my brain. I'm thinking before anybody assumes they think they know my position. But, right?
Oh,
Could the
you a
people that
Trumper.
are the people that are working hard, that are also leaving, right? That help our ecosystem thrive and everything thrive, right? Are they collateral damage to having to purge out all the fucking nauticals that have come over, and everybody selling fucking drugs and all the black market sex trafficking? Because I love my gente, but we love to fucking act like fucking Mexican people aren't the number one consumers of fucking sex work. Let's be so fucking for real. Okay?
Yeah,
We are.
but
We
but
are, and there's a lot of crazy shit that
but
goes
if
on.
but if you go back to history, you know that the people that are pushing that is the government. The people that, I mean, Rick Ross said it, right? Motherfucker, he was working for the CIA
Yeah,
and bringing drugs in. They were allowed to bring drugs in because the
yeah,
CIA was funding
Yeah.
the Iran
exactly.
Contra and all these
And it
other
happens
Exactly.
programs.
over and
Exactly.
over
Right,
again.
The elite.
Having read enough paperwork and court cases, just in the immediate sense, FBI, sheriffs, police department have
right,
all let these rats,
Yep.
known snitches, continue to sell drugs,
right,
shoot people, do all
Hmm.
kinds of shit because they have this one interest.
Yeah.
right.
They have
So so then it makes you think, right? If that's understood, then why wouldn't it be counterintuitive then if Trump was an elite, right? To go after the cartels? Wouldn't it be counterintuitive if he's benefiting from this corrupt, fraudulent system? Wouldn't it be counterintuitive for him to bite the head of the snake?
But is he
no,
really
but
going
is he
after him?
really doing it? That
Right.
he
That's the
needs an
problem.
in.
I
Right.
don't know.
He needs an in.
I don't know.
Right? So if you know the history of NAFTA and the issues that they had with all that stuff that was happening, right, and how it's affected, uh, like the working class and pushed them up here,
Right.
right? And so like I think that has to do with all that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think this is the after effect of our trade agreements
Yeah.
with Central and South America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
I
saying? I think the cartel is a easy uh scapegoat. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
absolutely.
I don't
I just don't
because we
Right.
could really
I,
it yeah.
I don't think reasonably, whether it's Trump or whether it's Biden or whether it's whatever president we put in place, I don't think reasonably anybody can fix decades worth of corruption.
Right.
And I think
No,
we
Not
put
one
that
person can.
pressure
no,
on a lot of presidents like
no.
they're
You
just going to
can't
come in
reform
and
your way
fucking,
out of
yeah,
this.
fuck
Right.
no.
Yeah,
This
no.
shit is so deep,
Yeah.
centuries deep, decades deep. I'm talking about like
I seen this
Titanic
thing on
Federal Reserve
you
fucking
want to know
deep.
how
Right.
deep? So listen,
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus changed his last name. Do you guys know that?
No.
What he was he
Enlighten
was
me.
what
Hold on.
he
Christopher
okay go.
Columbus changed his last name. 1492 was the year that the Jews were that the little hat people were exiled from Spain.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh. Yeah. I seen that. I seen
mm,
that too. Okay. So.
mm-hmm.
So could this really be Spain? Are we looking at the Jews, but it's really Spain that's doing all this shit?
No, I think it's just
No, no, I think it's
Still.
a an
Still the little hat people.
elite class of little hat people that even Jesus was against because they were freaking worshiping people they shouldn't worship and they fucking fake way acted like they were worshiping God that have come into positions of power because they fuck with the deities and evilness on this earth. That's why they're able to rule so much in so many different
I
countries. I
don't
swear to God, it's
Allegedly.
that. I
I don't
swear
know
it's
about the
metaphysical.
religious
I
aspect of
swear
it,
it is.
but
It is.
when we look at who's what's happening in this moment right now, and then we look how far the lies went back, right? How like it oh man, all the
Disclaimer:
way
we
from
love
the
the
jump,
Jews.
from the jump. If that's even what if I might be 100% wrong, but if it's true, right? Everything we're told from the beginning.
Right.
Hey,
There's a lot of what ifs
wait,
in this
hold on.
motherfucker.
So you know who was the Little Hats people's main op? We're not gonna say his name, but it started with an A for the first name and an H for the second name.
Oh,
We all know who we're talking about, right?
the homie Adolfo.
Yes, yes, yes. His speeches in
Yeah, now that
English,
they're translated.
bro. In German, they sound super fucking intense and it
Yeah.
sounds like super fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in English, when you're hearing what he's saying, and what when he's just being like, nah, that fuckery that y'all do in all these other places in which y'all corrupt and all these other the control you guys want to have in every other country, you're not doing it to the Germans. You're not doing it here. We will stand and fight
And
against you
it's
guys
crazy.
becoming the elite
You know,
here.
you know that shit is becoming common with brown, black people, right? Because man, I
Brown
definitely ain't
black
no
people do
skinhead.
what?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
look hella
no,
white, but
no.
I'm puro raza. You
Right.
motherfuckers know me, they know,
Yeah, but
right?
it makes you rethink like
But
all this
man,
history that we were taught.
it's crazy.
But you see a lot of
Listen,
people that are speaking up against the Zionist society that's taking over, or the Zionist elites that have control over here. Like a lot of people are coming out and speaking about it, right? Even people that are pro-Republican, people
Yeah,
that are pro-Democrat, motherfuckers that don't agree on nothing agree with the anti-Zionist movement. You know what I mean? Now,
yeah.
I'm not
mm-hmm.
saying, man, I love the Jews, man, but I'm not saying that, anything wrong,
I don't
whatever.
even know
But
any.
I, I don't know any either, but I
Yeah,
don't want
I
to get
know.
demonetized. So shout out to the
Yeah,
Jews, man.
yeah.
Y'all do your
I know,
thing.
man. Yeah,
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are speaking up about that shit, and it's getting, Netanyahu is over there looking like he's really a terrorist for everything he's doing. You know what I mean?
Hey, I knew one little hat person in real life.
Oh yeah.
And let me tell you, he was at my wedding and the whole shit. Right? He was hella cool with me and my husband, hella cool. And him and I, we would get on these like fucking geeked out conversations. Not geeked out like I was on some shit. I mean, we just
yeah,
nerdy
just
about some
in
shit. You
it.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you was
Yeah.
in
In
it.
it
Yeah,
because he was hella religious and shit,
yeah,
right? And he always moved hella places. So he like came and worked with Marco
yeah.
and they just like formed a fucking bond. Tell me why this motherfucker has like disappeared off of the face of the earth.
Gone.
We don't even know where the fuck he is. And then I was like, man, we were hella close to that
How
fool,
old was he?
like around your age.
Okay.
And he would be like, yeah, like I don't really talk to my family and whatever. And he moved a lot. Like we'd be like, damn, why are you always accepting jobs in like different states and shit? And he'd be like, I just like, I like to fucking move and I like to do stuff and whatever. And then we were really concerned and we tried getting a hold of his family or whatever. And his mom was like, well, I'll let him know that you guys called, and if he wants to talk to you guys, he will. And we never got a call back or nothing. And then I started tripping. I was like, man, this fool knew hella shit about government. Like we would talk about some deep ass shit, and I'd be like, man, how do you know this shit, dude? Like, how do you know this shit? And he'd be like, oh, you just, whatever. He'd be hella low key with me. Then I started thinking, like,
He was
what
tough.
if, yeah,
He was tough,
what
devil.
what
Yeah.
if he was a fucking, what if he was like some
Spook. Yeah.
CIA
He was a
agent or
spook.
some
Yeah.
crazy
Bro,
shit?
that's what I want to do. I'm not religious, but
Yeah.
I'm about to be Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm about to convert to Judaism.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
I'm about to be on
Oh,
the
I
winning
think I might
team.
know. I think Mr. Litzmeyer was a Jew.
I don't know who that
Rest in
is.
peace. That's the attorney that got me out.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's
Hey.
probably how he got you out.
Litzmeyer?
Lips.
Is that a Jewish name?
I don't know.
I'm
That's
gonna Google it.
that's probably how he got you out. If you want to get out of a situation, get a Jewish lawyer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, them
If
motherfuckers.
you want to know where to invest your money,
Yeah,
speak to
yeah.
someone
Follow a
Jewish
little hat
because
person.
they're very smart, and they just be knowing people who know people, and they just that's
They have to
they're
be
like,
smart in order to control. Like they control a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
who knows? This is all speculation, man. This is loose facts and concrete opinions right here.
For real.
Like we definitely got
Yeah, we have no
serious
idea.
opinions. We don't know shit.
We just talk
But
just to talk.
there's a lot of what ifs and maybes though.
Man, it just
Hi
if it
Hater
looks
said,
like a quack, it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
yeah, it's a duck. Hi Hater said America trained Latin American militaries with terror tactics from
Yep.
Vietnam Phoenix program that led to
right.
Guatemala and El Salvador wars that led to Los Zetas,
Yep.
etc. Yeah,
That's right.
that's true.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
it makes me wonder, like the MK Ultra,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it with like obviously like isolated people, right? Like, but it makes me wonder, like, could they do that to multiple people at the same time? Like, we really don't know.
I'm sure tactics have evolved.
Right.
Yeah, and you think of like the reach of social media, you think of the reach of technology, you think of the reach of like repetitively hearing, seeing the same thing. That's what like hypnosis is.
Right.
And look, they've been able to do it. They've shown how music can affect entire societies.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, remember advertisers used to do the fast blinking thing at theaters and shit to kind of hypnotize you to like show Coke like 1,000 times, in 30 seconds,
Right.
just to like program that in your head so you go out and buy a Coke.
Right.
And
What
then
about
they
them
outlawed
dudes that
that.
say, go to sleep, act like a chicken?
Right.
I tried
I'm
to
just
get, I
kidding.
tried
I don't
to
believe
get,
that shit.
Yeah,
hey, I
I'm kidding.
tried to get hypnotized once
Yeah, did it
at the
work?
state fair.
Did it work?
Fuck no, I don't let nobody into this brain. I like my autonomy.
Look, Mike
So it
said
says he might be a German.
Oh,
Mike
German.
I
said
mean a
Better
German
Call
or
Sal
a Jew.
changed his last name to Goodman to sound Jewish in the Breaking Bad. So
Oh, that's true.
I think I'm gonna be a Goldstein.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
there's constantly like a whole bunch of like
Insane
predictive programming.
Goldstein. I think I like the sound of that. I'm gonna change my name. It says Israeli government acting like Nazis nowadays. Free Gaza, bro. You said it. You know what I mean? Um, I ain't trying to get demonetized, but yeah,
Yeah, and it's no secret that they bought all of our academia.
right.
They
Right.
fund
And
all of our schools.
Mike said, bro, a lot of groups are created by the government to control these groups, and once they're used up, it's their turn, or they turn on them to destroy them. Like Taliban was created by the CIA, and
Hmm.
Osama was a CIA agent.
Yeah, controlled opposition
Right.
for sure.
So yeah, they make it sound good, right? Like Oswald was supposed to be quote unquote CIA agent, right? So they tell you all this good shit, give you all this money, fly you out all over places. Man, we just need you to do this one little thing, and once you do it,
Hmm.
it's a wrap.
Hey, even how psychology started is sick.
Yeah, I read that.
Right.
It's sick. Like, what? I appreciate psychology. I enjoy psychology. It fascinates me, but it's like, you know what I mean? People, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why
Every
I'm telling you, you can't trust
everything
people.
is a fucking has this terrible beginning.
Right.
The medical, like how we deal with medicine, terrible at the
Right.
beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
testing
just
shit and as
yeah,
on
it's just
psychiatric
all
patients
terrible.
and
So
shit.
does it go back to the greater good thing that you're talking about? We got to do these
Yeah,
terrible experiments
yeah.
and things
I
to
do.
figure
Man, I
out.
think so.
Well, a lot of
I do.
now a lot of things that happen in Nazi Germany, like a lot of experiments, a lot of the scientists and shit were actually brought over here. A lot
Hmm.
of the physicians, the people
Yeah.
who
They made the atom bomb. They did all
right,
kinds of
they
stuff over
brought
here.
them over here. They gave them asylum over here, and they learned right from all the atrocities that the Germans supposedly did. Right, they came over here and they learned a lot from all those experiments, right? And a lot of human suffering, a lot of fucking animal suffering, all that shit.
Yep.
So, was it for the greater good? Because we got a lot of cool shit out of it, but at what's the price of a human life, right?
Yeah.
Some
And
people are worth more than others, for
and
sure.
not just that,
Yeah,
I
true.
think Germany was contacted by extraterrestrial beings first
I think yeah, all
because
governments.
they had like reverse created uh wingless aircraft, which is what intrigued us to even want to figure out what the fuck their scientists knew that our scientists didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
HCB chemistry said
Sigmund Freud.
Sigmund Freud, yeah, slept with his mom sexually.
Yeah.
I heard that.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know for
Yeah.
sure. I wasn't there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And his whole premise on psychology was pretty much that like that's probably why because he's duh. He was to try to say that like interfamilial relations, right? It's actually the children that really desire that and that's normal. Like
Yeah, no,
we
I read
want
that
those
shit.
relationships with our parents.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, that's
He's
Yeah,
a
dude, but
weirdo.
you see all these fucking ICE agents pulling motherfuckers out their cars and shit, wrecking into people and shit, and kidnapping citizens,
Shooting to a fucking car with a
shooting in the
bunch of
car.
kids. Yeah.
that's
The
crazy.
ICE shit is getting out of control, dude. And man, sooner or later, man, they gonna pick the wrong one or the wrong
See,
group.
this is the cool part. Is that's what they want, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want everybody to fight.
right.
They want to trigger a revolt to invoke martial law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the ultimate goal, right? Why have National Guard or troops in cities, right? That cities that are actually doing better when it comes to
Crime's
crime,
down a lot.
right? So why have that unless you're going to provoke some or invoke something? Because the
Yeah.
minute one of them National Guard troops gets shot, now it's going down for everybody.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Yeah.
bad.
What if martial law is the only way to take out the like corrupt politicians as well?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was just
HBC
thinking.
said, insane. My psychology teacher said he slept with his mom and did drugs with her, coke for sure. And that's the founder of psychology. That's fucking crazy. that's fucking wild,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, they're going up to anybody that looks Latino, raza,
They were
you
doing
know.
it in Arizona
Yeah,
before all this stuff started.
right.
That's
They're
crazy.
going up to anybody that just, man, you got brown skin, you got to watch out.
You gotta
But
watch out for sure.
I know I do.
just say
Luckily, hey, luckily
just say
most
you're
people think
Hindi.
I'm Punjabi, so
Just say you're Hindi.
not bad
Yeah,
everything.
what's crazy is they really just targeting Rasa.
Right,
They really are, bro.
right. They're targeting them, and it's at random too, because like as an American citizen, right? This isn't Nazi Germany. We don't have to show our papers. The fuck I need to show you my papers for? Did I commit a crime? No, get the fuck out of my face. They ain't hearing that shit.
Nope.
And we'll see what the legal ramifications are gonna be, because I know if there's any legal ramifications or possibility of legal ramifications, that there's gonna be a line of lawyers waiting to be like, here's my card, call me, because we about to get rich.
Yep.
But
They're
the
doing it all preemptively,
right.
right? Like they know that's coming. They
Right.
know that that court case is coming.
But the problem is the government has so much money, they can keep putting it off until you're gone.
Yeah.
Right? They can stretch those court cases out. They can financially bankrupt you. You know what I mean? Because you have to go to, well, how can you go to work if you're going to court every day
Yeah.
and keep
But
postponing
all
it?
these cases, a lot of these cases, what they're doing is like it happens. The civil rights movement was really built on it. Like Brown, all like these fools are broke, right? They're
Right.
not fucking right. So it's these attorneys that just believe in the shit that just you know what I'm saying a bunch of dudes will fund the livelihoods of these attorneys who agree to just do it pro bono, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
The white collar playing field is like way different than the street playing
I
field.
got a team of
oh
lawyers
yeah.
on standby, so fuck it. Come
For
on.
real.
Come on.
For real. It's really chess, like legal chess,
Yeah, I
like
don't think
financial chess.
but this is the other side of it is if they can't send you to jail, smut you up, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Timo said we're getting ready. We're getting to the point where the homies are gonna have to protect the gente because the government ain't helping us.
Well, isn't that
Well,
how
they'll just
isn't that
attack them.
how
They'll
those
just attack
things
the homies.
started?
Right.
Isn't the people were in gangs to protect their neighborhoods?
Uh, certain ones,
Mm.
certain ones they were, but I know for sure, in the '60s, the revolutionary aspect of of uh the Black Panther Party,
Brown berets.
Brown Berets, all AIM. You
Right.
know, you can't forget about the American Indians who took over the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did hella shit too.
American
You know what I'm
Indians is
saying?
dope.
The George Jackson Brigade, which a lot of people don't forget about. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That was in the Northwest. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get into specific organizations' histories and stuff on here. You know what I'm saying? If they're, they're not, if they're like homies or other groups. So
Right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get into all that. Uh, but a lot of the revolutionary groups of the '60s that are now defunct or have evolved into a reactionary group, you know what I'm saying, and are now working within the system to change the system.
Yeah, but you can only do so much.
Right, you can't. It's not
Yeah.
a real thing.
It's
But
yeah.
but
You could try.
they all started with to fight the government,
Right.
Hmm.
right?
Right.
So there, but really what happens is, and you can look all this up, is with uh to the COINTELPRO files is like is just the infiltration. You know what I'm saying? And the ability to split apart people through girls, money, drugs. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why a lot of these fail, and then you just starve them out. What happened in Philadelphia with I can't remember the name of the group, but they bombed the fucking their shit. They dropped a bomb. The sheriff's department. You can look it up on YouTube.
Right.
They dropped a fucking bomb, right? Like these dudes, if they can't get you one way, they're gonna get you another way, right? So when you're talking about insurrectionary groups, revolutionary groups, that's really what you're talking about, right? Is you're talking about like actual like paramilitary groups that are formed to
Right.
fight the government, right?
Right.
So you got to be real careful talking about that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The podcast is definitely not a place to be like
Yeah.
bullshitting about it,
Definitely.
right? But it's like that shit really happened, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the way things are right now, like fucking Like, but there's history, tons of history on all that shit. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I think the
Oh yeah.
farthest reaching group was definitely the Black Panther Party, and their 10-point program wasn't really about um insurrection at all. It was about um power to the people. It was about feeding and giving their people power, but it was also about self defense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think just human beings, especially in it, like they just took the Glocks away in California. Like you got to really think about like we're at a point where we kind of got to think about like what if these fools run up in your pad and you're not doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
With me, I have murder robbery, right? I'm a documented like gang member,
Right.
right? Like I know if they run up in my shit, they could kill me and nobody's getting a batted eye. They're gonna be like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's probably doing something crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but for the people who don't have that kind of shit, like you should really think about like, damn, like something's fucking weird going on.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Definitely something weird going on. You know what I mean? Like you, it's the world is crazy right now, right? With the deportations and shit, and the division between fucking not only politics but the racial division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, definitely something's crazy. So, I mean, what can you do to combat that, right?
Give your life to God.
Yeah, but
No,
Uh
hold on,
spiritually,
hold
spiritually.
on. But
Physically, I don't know.
but the reality of it is like the fight is here and
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, you can make an argument that God gave you guns for defense,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. He tells you
hey,
to stand on business.
you
He.
can like and like I said, like you said, we don't want to get too crazy on here. You know what I mean? This is all hypothetical and it's all just podcast talk. But, you know, you have a right. America was founded by the people for the people,
Mhm.
supposedly, right? That's what our whole the government was about. That's what the Constitution is about, checks and balances. But the government is forgetting that they work for the people, not the people working for the government.
Yeah.
And that's where you know they're trying to take away certain history books and trying to change the way we're taught with shit, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get back to where hey the government is are the workers and we are the masters, right? Right now they're trying to switch it. The government controls all,
Mhm.
right? That's where you see the government taking over shit. But in all reality, we control the government. But the minute we let them slide with one thing, they, you know what I mean? What's
Yeah.
that saying?
You give
Give them
them
an
an inch.
inch, they take a mile.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. We've been giving them inch after inch after inch, and they've been taking mile after
miles. Yeah,
mile after
yeah.
mile, right? And when does it stop?
It's not
When
yeah, it's not gonna
when can you when do people come together and be like, hold on, bro, y'all motherfuckers work for us. We pay your salary, right? We work every day, get up, you know what I mean, and work and fund your shit.
Yeah.
Man, this is our country. We got to take it back.
We need more
And it
people to
don't
be the
matter if you're
sheepdogs.
it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, right?
Mhm.
Like fuck them both,
yeah.
right? Real
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna argue with nobody. I'm not gonna not be friends with somebody because they're a Democrat or a hardcore Republican. If that's what you believe, cool, right on, bro. But in all reality, the no Democrat or Republican really gives a fuck about you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politicians, that is, right?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So yeah,
Interesting
that's
time to be a moderate right now.
yeah. Yeah, Mike
Good
said,
time.
this is the type of talk that makes a podcast legit, bro, for real. What y'all opinion about footsteps being frozen right now, though? They want unrest for sure.
Yeah.
Footsteps being froze?
What's that?
I don't know. Can you elaborate on that, Mike? And then,
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I man, it's crazy that this this kind of talk, this kind of like permeates into every conversation right now. It's
right,
just it's everywhere.
right,
Because it's the reality that we're living in. It's hard to ignore. You know what I mean? Like this has gotten real in a way that was unfathomable 5 years ago.
Right. Do you remember when in 2008 when Obama was doing his thing and it was just like Obama was everywhere. Obama was everywhere. And like people didn't normally who wouldn't normally give a fuck about politics kind of
right,
they were like, you know, they're like, damn, Obama, you know what I'm saying? Right? That's like it was everywhere. There's those points in history where you know what people are talking about now?
Right.
They're talking about how little hat people run America. How
Right.
Mhm.
that is the like that is just in everything. People who wouldn't normally give a fuck
Mhm.
about politics are like, we're a puppet government.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
it's because
Real shit.
it's the year of revelation.
That's exactly what it is. But like we said before, like ultimate power corrupts ultimately,
Hmm.
and you can see that everywhere, even with the music business,
Mhm.
with what Spotify is doing right now, right? And what the lawsuits are, and what
Yeah.
the whole Drake lawsuit,
Yep.
right? And how people are accusing Spotify of botting the
It's all
numbers, right?
fake.
Getting it
Yeah.
off. They're faking the numbers,
Trillion,
right?
trillions of streams
Right.
they bought.
Right. Just to make one artist more popular than the other, right? And just so motherfuckers could sway that way. And it's crazy. I seen some dude talking about how the West Coast RBX is suing, right? Because of bot streams and shit, but or he's suing Drake, right? But he's a pawn for like Spotify and UMC, right? Because they're using him to sue Drake when they're the ones that were manipulating the numbers. You know what I mean? So it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Even in the music industry, it's all about control. But again, it goes
And
back to the
perception
money,
is just
perception. Yeah, and again, music
it's
is
every business.
right,
It's everything. This is all just
So the world is an illusion.
the whole fucking world is just an illusion.
And I
right,
think that's because I understand the gravity of that is why, to me, logically, the only thing that makes sense to truly defeat this level of evil is through the highest power, which is Jesus. And I think that's why I'm always like the healing should start with you first, because that's when the revelations are going to come to you. That's when the veil is going to lift. And when we build that frequency that we're all on, because energy is at the forefront of all of this. The evil energy is what gives these fleshly beings power, right? Until we all rise in the metaphysical, energetically speaking, and step into God's energy, in my opinion, is the only way we're going to defeat this evil on earth.
but that can't
See,
happen because there's so many different religions. People don't believe in the same thing, right?
so I'm gonna
No,
say
not
this too.
necessarily.
Like,
God already said he won. I know he's going to win.
right.
Regardless, he's going to win.
So this is what I think too is um I think if you're talking about just power, like immediate power,
Mhm.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I don't think I I don't think religion on its face is the answer, right? I think people need to just have faith, right, in
Mhm.
themselves,
Mhm.
right? And maybe not in themselves, but whatever gives
Yeah.
them get just so they could have a sense of self-worth so that they be willing to fight for the whatever they consider the right thing is.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just that on a fundamental sense, I think you're right, but I don't think religion will ever be a unifying factor for anything. Like even if we just go around saying, "Well, don't you believe in a higher power?" Like I, but what I think the majority of people can stand behind is understanding the basic sense of right and wrong. Like there's hell of us, and we're all getting fucked for the most part.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
But
you're right.
I think what's happening is a lot of people are waking up to God though.
Yeah.
I think people are I've seen so many people this year get curious about relationship with Christ outside of religion.
Hmm.
Like
Me.
and even Christians, we have like what fucking Baptists and Pentecostals
Right.
and evangelicals, and there's all these external things that divide us, right? But I'm hearing so much more people that are like, fuck, take religion out of it, form a relationship with God, right? Through that relationship with God, you get revelation. Through that revelation, you get strength, right? Then there's that portion of fleshly work that you have to do, right? Like remember I was saying how like I wanted to get sober, right? I could pray to God to give me the strength, but at the end of the day I have to make sure that I'm sober. No drinking, right? There's a portion of it that you have to do the work. That strength that gives us the empowerment to do the work though, I believe comes from Jesus Christ. So if that power is revolution, if that power is whatever, right? when we all have our strength spiritually, I don't think nothing could stop us, even physically, when God calls us to do what we have to do. Whatever
maybe
having to do looks like.
maybe I just think everybody's got their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And whether I agree with it or not
Yeah.
is another situation. But the reality is really within your own selfish interest as a human being,
Yeah.
right? There's you got to be able to recognize that I have to work with these motherfuckers if I wanna make any kind of change.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I think that's a possibility. I mean, look at, you just said it earlier. We've got whites, blacks, Mexicans, people of all kinds of different demographics all waking up to the little hat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
it can happen. Like, even though we're all different sides of the
Right.
spectrum, like,
Yeah.
if it's
I just don't think
it's severe enough.
I don't think religion it like no matter just even finding just a higher power generally
Yeah.
is it I don't think that would be any kind of call to action. People would, especially right now, if you just people are so anti-religious. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Yeah.
got you got the Muslims fighting the Christians. You got like even within
Got the
like
Christians fighting the
Mm-hmm.
Muslims.
you got
Muslims ain't really
Christians
tripping
fighting
on us.
Christians. You got
Yeah.
like Catholics against the Christians against Protestants against you know what I mean? Like so, like religion in itself is a division tool,
Well,
right?
that's
It's a
why
tool
not
to divide
religion.
people.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
why not religion. Relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
People who want to
That's
know God personally outside of religion.
that's but relationship can go in all forms
Mm-hmm.
and shapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we ain't got to be the same ethnicity, we ain't got to be the same religion, but we are human beings, and we can see that there's some fucked up shit going
Yeah.
on to human beings. We can see everything that's happening in Gaza, we can
Yeah.
see everything that's happening here in the United States with ICE and all the bullshit. And there comes a time when motherfuckers have to be like, hold on, this is not what we about as a people,
Mm-hmm.
just as regular human beings. Like we
Yeah.
ain't about the suffering of innocent children. Like when it comes to like grown ass men, me and you, we already know in the back of our head it can go up at any time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we got to be ready for whatever, right? We got to be, you know what I mean? It's already there. But the kids, we know, like, hold on, don't fuck with the kids,
Yeah. Don't
don't
get
don't fuck with
yeah.
the women, don't fuck with the old people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You fuck with us, don't fuck with them, because
Yeah.
we already have that. We already, you know what I mean? It's that warrior mentality. But when you start fucking with the kids and shit, now it's up to us to be like, hold on, bro, like
Yeah.
this can't, this ain't right. And once more people get together, like, and it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter if you're a biker, it doesn't matter if you're a good old boy, it doesn't matter if you're a Hindi, if you're fucking Somalian, right? Grown ass men, this is the motherfuckers who fight wars. These are the motherfuckers who fight oppression. The grown men who do it. Now I'm not saying women can't,
Yeah.
right? Women can. They can pick up a gun just like anybody else. But at the end of the day, like, we are the protectors of men, or of our elderly, our women, and our children.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So
This has
Absolutely.
been heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
right.
I don't know,
Heavy.
y'all. I'm
We always
tired.
get heavy when
I
Iman's
ain't gonna
on
be
here.
I know, man.
getting
What
us
the
heavy.
heck?
You be on one.
We
I
need
know.
Joe Bob here to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
For real, he needs to crack a joke and we need to get some misogyny.
Right. Yeah. But
Yeah.
look, man, who knows? There's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of different possibilities. But all I know is, man, do good by each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, love your neighbor as long as he ain't a DO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
We're chilling.
Rasa been through a lot. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We've been through a lot in this country. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Protect your people.
And this
You know what I mean?
this just in 20 years from now we're gonna look back on this. 40 years from now we're gonna look back on this as a lesson. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? No
If
matter
we're
what.
still here,
And there's
God
nothing we
willing.
can't push through too. We
Right.
got heart.
Right.
For
Oh,
real.
Moneyville Media said, King Buster, when you gonna start your press run for the new album?
Man, soon. After the release though. After the release. After the
Right.
release.
Hell yeah. Music can unite us. That's what
Mhm.
Timo DeVille said.
And
Yeah.
comedy, I feel like.
Comedy, yeah.
Yeah, comedy is a unifier for sure.
Okay, he what's his name? DMQ Short wants to know what your favorite song on King Buster album is.
Changes every day.
Mine is Casamigos.
Yeah. It ain't even
That
dropped yet. Everybody just chill.
I know. I'm over here. We're over here spilling beans on the track list.
Yeah.
Did you post the track list yet?
Nah, hell no. I ain't posted it yet.
When you posting that?
Soon.
Right.
He's so mysterious with it.
I know. It's dope though. No, yay. Built anticipation.
Yeah.
But we already those are 2 songs out, but we ain't gonna say who's featured on them, who produced them or nothing. But still, those are 2 of the songs. But that's when you hear Casamigos, you're gonna be like, okay.
I fuck with
That's
high haters 1, 2, 3 steps. Sorry, not to interrupt you.
yeah, no, it's all good.
Super deep.
What do you say? A spiritual warrior fights with discipline and wisdom, not violence. Rebelling against the government now only brings jail. True power is mastering yourself.
Mm.
Mm.
Man, sometimes you just gotta punch a motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, look, I'm all in for changing yourself and spirituality and shit, but I mean, peace only comes at the end of a lance or the end of a sword.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And nobody's calling for action. But
Yeah.
it is definitely some weird shit happening for
Bro,
sure.
if you want to truly understand peace, you gotta have an intimate relationship with war,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
To
Gotta
truly
master it.
to truly know the light, you gotta know the dark,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean,
What's that saying? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
I love that. Yeah.
right, right.
Absolutely.
You can be you gotta know the Sith to be a true Jedi.
Yeah, man.
Star Wars.
All
No,
right,
man.
y'all.
All right,
We
man.
gonna
Yeah,
wrap?
we gonna we call it a wrap. We've been here for like 2 hours,
Oh
I
yeah.
got morning drop off, y'all.
bro.
I'm like,
I gotta go work in the morning.
technically right now it'd be almost 12. I'm like 4 hours behind my bedtime.
Yeah.
Man, time change is
I'm a
good.
very
It's cool.
structured person, insane.
Yeah.
I go to bed by 8:30, no later than 9 o'clock.
8:30.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wish I
Hey,
could do
I
that.
got 4 babies, okay, in a house. 4 babies, 5 dogs, and 2 cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my household is a household. I'm damn near have a little farm. Shit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit, that wraps it up, man. Appreciate
heavy.
y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
thank you
heavy,
guys for
deep.
listening. It's
And
always a
I'm
pleasure.
gonna clip some shit up, man. And we'll have a couple of deep little conversations online. We'll clip this shit up, man.
For
Appreciate everybody in here, man. Appreciate everybody fucking with us,
Yes.
man. Especially HCB Chemistry, man. You
Yeah.
always rocking with us. Sneaker Vision, fucking Slade Roach. Who else? Timo DeVille.
I hate it.
Wow.
Hell
Hate
yeah.
Busters. They hate you too. Motherfucker. But
right,
yeah,
y'all.
everybody, man, we appreciate you. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Thanks for rocking with us, man. Don't forget to push a like on this motherfucker, share, subscribe, do something. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
your likes go a long way, y'all.
Hell yeah, appreciate y'all, man.